Jokes. This is a section where we do jokes. It's kind of comic relief.
Okay.
So this is a topical joke about the flight, but you just read it. You don't read ahead.
Oh, no?
You can if you want.
Malaysian Flight 370 is still missing. You know where they're going to find it? The last place they look. The pilot's last words, I've had it with these motherfucking snakes on a motherfucking plane. That could be, yeah, that could be. You're giving me these great jokes, okay. Here's what I've learned. You beat up and toss one 19-year-old Hispanic hooker out of a moving car, and they never let you forget it. Isn't that true? That is funny.
That's both funny and true.
That's too dirty. Let's do a nice joke to clean it up.
Opinions are like assholes. Neil Patrick Harris wants to stuff... You should let me read this ahead. Opinions are like assholes. Neil Patrick Harris wants to stuff his cock in them. Oh, wait, that's just assholes. It didn't get a laugh, but I'm laughing. That's very funny.
Well, this Lindsay Lohan can't swim a stroke, but she sure knows every dive in town.
That one I liked. That was my favorite. I'm keeping this.
That is a favorite?
I read a story. A 17-year-old kid who stole a plane, crashed it, and survived. Why don't we make the whole plane out of that kid? That seems logical, right?
Makes sense, right? There you go. How to make it.
Thomas Edison invented the light bulb, but I invented the light bulb up my ass.
Always ahead of his time.
Oh, come on, man.
I used to think revenge was a dish best served cold, but then I realized it meant getting back at somebody.
Okay, now we'll see this joke. This
made me laugh again out loud. Just reading it to myself.
This show is so high quality that we take jokes from the dustbins.
Barbara Walters announced that she's retiring from The View. Well, actually, she announced it 5 years ago, but no one could hear her over those yammering bitches. See? Accomplished comedian.
What is accomplished?
Did you write this one?
This is not against
Accomplished.
This is not against anybody.
Accomplished comedian Sinbad has announced he's filing for bankruptcy for the second time.
The second time.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's so retarded. Sounds like things have gone from Sinbad to sin worse.
A Florida University student was caught streaking on campus and apparently told police he was on acid and asked them to cut his dick off. Boy, these kids today are crazy. In my day, we didn't need drugs. We would just cut our own dicks off.
Yeah, you didn't need no fucking acid and shit. That's a good one.
I think my doctor might be retarded.
Why?
His name is Dr. Retardo.
Oh.
It's a good chance. One of the most popular documentaries on Netflix. One of the most popular documentaries on Netflix is Jiro
Dreams of Sushi?
Jiro Dreams of Sushi.
I've seen that. It's very good.
That's
You
a
have?
fantastic
Yeah.
documentary.
One of the least popular documentaries, Jiro Nightmares of Ass Rape.
Oh, yeah.
That
Unwatchable.
I liked it, the DVD commentary.
This one's more like a factoid.
Danny DeVito looks like one of those guys with a short but thick penis.
Right? He has to have the thickest fucking cock.
It's true.
This reminds me of your kind of joke.
All right.
Just from hearing you read jokes.
Oh, I like this. I like the theme that this one has. A man in Taiwan reportedly cut off his own penis to win an argument with his wife. That reminds me of that episode of Everybody Loves Raymond, where Raymond forgot Deborah's birthday and he had to cut his own cock off. Oh my God.
What about this? This is what you were talking about earlier, 42.
I love the movie 42. It's Chadwick Boseman like you've never seen him before. Of course, you've never seen him before. I get that.
Yeah.
Apparently, someone in Germany stole 5 metric tons of Nutella. Police haven't arrested anyone yet, but they are questioning Gunther Hogsbargen, the 700-pound man that smells like chocolate and hazelnuts, who guards the new cellar storage. That's funny.
Larry, you like this one.
Wasn't too bad.
Amanda Bynes is a lush blonde who's quickly turning into a blonde lush. See, I tend to laugh at my own. If you were a Russian prostitute on a date with serial killer Andrei Chikatilo, a.k.a. the Rostov Ripper, and he couldn't achieve an erection, that was not your lucky day. The Al-Qaeda online magazine Inspire has a recipe for a homemade bomb. They also have a recipe for a pretty darn good peach cobbler.
So they're not all bad, you know?
I crack up when I see a funny joke and I hear it.
China's government has reported they have lost over 28,000 rivers in the past decade.
That's weird.
That is weird.
My theory is they sold it into the sordid world of underground river sex trafficking.
That's a really good punchline. A very suspect premise.
You know, I'm old enough to remember back to simpler, more innocent times when the worst thing you'd hear about the news was hijacked jetliners flying into buildings.
Oh, now, Gilbert, you're going to get into trouble again.
I spoke to Johnny.
Oh,
He loved it.
Is that right?
Yes.
I think there's nothing cooler than being a lone wolf, except at wolf picnics when you don't have a partner for the wolf wheelbarrow races.
There you go.
A new study shows that most men can identify a gay man by his face alone. It's the face that's buried in another man's asshole.
It's about your friend.
Hey, you're not going to believe this, but Bill Maher is giving away the solution to all our problems for free. He is, isn't he?
Yeah.
In my opinion, if we're going to fight the war on terror, a good place to start would be our country's haunted houses.
I feel that could be in your act almost.
Any of these could be in my act, and they will be. Tomorrow is National Secretary's Day.
Which is true.
Is that right? I plan on getting my secretary the same thing I always do, a big fat goosing.
The man behind the voice of Tony the Tiger, sadly, the man behind the voice of Tony the Tiger died at 64. His last words, I don't feel great. I gave it something. Yeah. Are these left over from when you did updates? Neil Patrick Harris posed nude for the cover of Rolling Stone except for a hat hanging off his wiener. And this morning, Adam Egat, oh, is that your name? Fucking change it. And this morning, Adam woke up and said, hey, where's my hat? Sorry, Neil Patrick Harris' cock. It's on his dick. Go get it.
It's there the whole time, man.
Playboy magazine has done away with the nude photo layouts altogether. In other words, they've eliminated ladies in the altogether.
Oh man!
That's a sort of radio DJ joke, I feel.
The way you,
know
the
what I
way
mean?
you,
We have to
your
deliver
voice,
with that,
yeah,
right?
delivered it.
In other words,
amazing.
they've eliminated ladies in the altogether. Altogether. Here's Taylor Swift.
When you're single trying to attract a partner, it's important to project the qualities you desire, which I understand, but boy, oh boy, have I had to suck a lot of dick lately.
That's sort of like a Bobby Lee joke.
It is a lot like a Bobby Lee.
All right. You know, you ever hear of steampunk?
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Well, there's a joke for you.
I wouldn't call myself a fan of steampunk, but I will say it's the healthiest way to prepare punk.
Do you do diet sometimes?
I know, but
do you go on diets and stuff?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay, so this is sort of a diet joke a little bit.
I'm so sorry.
No,
boy, was it hot outside today. I went out to buy a California Pizza Kitchen signature pepperoni frozen flatbread, and by the time I got home, it was perfectly cooked and entirely eaten. 100% true.
Oh, you ate it. See, I love laugh. In class, you ever heard Dirty Johnny?
The Dirty Johnny jokes, yes. For the whole series.
In this joke, he's not dirty. But anyways, the teacher has a thing, and the teacher says, today in class, we are going to have a little experiment. You're going to tell a story from your real life, and then afterwards, you are going to tell the moral of that story. You know? So Sheila puts up her hand, and the teacher says, Sheila, what's your story? So Sheila says, well, my dad works at the hatchery, and he took some eggs, and he put them all in a basket. All the eggs he put in one basket. And then he put them in the horse and buggy, and off we went to town, and the earth was uneven, and the eggs broke. And And the teacher goes, well, that's an all right story, but I can't understand what the moral would be to that story. So Sheila says, well, the moral is don't put all of your eggs into one basket. So the teacher says, well, by God, this is exactly what I'm looking for and what I was hoping for with this experiment.
Yeah.
And anybody else have one? So Marjorie puts up her hand. Okay, Marjorie, what's your story? Well, my father works for the hatchery. Most of us.
Most people in that town worked in the hatchery.
Worked at the hatchery.
Thank God for the hatchery, she says. Or where would we be? So she says, my father, he sells chickens. And he knows that eggs become chickens. See what I mean? So he had to count his chickens so he could go and sell them in town. So he had 9 chickens and 5 eggs. So instead of saying he had 9 chickens, he added the 5 eggs. You see, he counted them as chickens. So he said, I have 14 chickens. So he took them, Sheila says, and put them in the horse and buggy, and off they went to town, but the land was uneven. The chickens survived easily. They frolicked. The eggs broke. Well, the teacher says again, it's a story, you know. But what on earth could the moral of that story be? Well, Sheila says, if that's her name, I forgot. She says, don't count your chickens before they hatch out of the eggs.
Right.
Teacher says you could probably shorten it a little. So, but that's great. And that's exactly what we're looking for. And then she looks at the back of the class, and by God, there's the upraised hands of, as you say, fucking dirty Johnny.
Fucking dirty Johnny. He's going to ruin the lesson.
So the teacher, inside of her head, her thoughts are moving around, and she's like, God, I don't want to hear dirty Johnny say it. This is going so well, but at the same time, I took a vow and I became a teacher that every student. And, all right, Johnny, let's hear your story. So Dirty Johnny gets up and he says, this is a story about my Uncle Terry. He didn't work for the hatchery. He didn't even like people that did. He was in Vietnam. And he lives on the disability checks he got. Uncle Terry was not a popular man, not even among those he worked with. And I suppose we've all heard of people who've deserted from their battalion. But I don't know if you've ever heard of a battalion deserting a man. That's what they did with Uncle Terry. One day, Uncle Terry awoke in the middle of Da Nang, and everybody was gone. He was alone, and they'd left him 3 bottles of Jack Daniels and some weaponry. So, Uncle Terry got up, says Dirty Johnny, and he downed the bottle of Jack Daniels in 2 slugs, and he threw it down and smashed it into the jungle. And then he walked, picked up the 2 Kalashnikovs and 3 or 4 Glocks and a couple of hand grenades, and off he walked into the unknown, the jungle. His fate. Came upon a village. And from the village came people. Now, were they Charlie? Or were they the people that Terry was sent to protect from Charlie? Uncle Terry didn't know. But he knew he had to do something, so he took another swig from the bottle and he let loose. Took that Kalashnikov and he let it sway like a farmer would a scythe. And the bullets came, and just as hay would fall before a farmer, so the people fell before Uncle Terry. The men, the women, and by God, even the children. And finally, Uncle Terry stood alone in the mud and the blood and the guts and the only at himself. He took a long swig, and his hand brushed against his pants, and he felt wetness, and then he felt shame because he realized he had urinated himself in fear. And then, upon closer inspection, he realized it was not urine. It's ejaculate. And the shame was replaced by pride. And then the teacher goes, holy fucking shit, what the fuck? Fucking kind of fucking story is that? Like, we just heard the hatchery and shit, and now this? She goes, well, Dirty Johnny, what on earth could be the moral to such a story? So Johnny thinks about it for a couple of minutes, and he goes, well, I don't know, I guess. Well, I know one thing. You don't fuck with Terry when he's had some drink in him. And he's uncorked the jug. You stay away from Uncle Terry. And he doesn't like anybody that works at the hatchery either. You remember that. You tell your parents that.
Wow.
So that's just to lighten things
What
up.
a joke. Your dad told you that? Your dad was a great storyteller.
That was my dad's story.
You taught us to laugh again, Norm.
Thank you.
Look at that.
my goodness.
Ejaculated right in his pants, huh?
Yeah.
Loved
The thrill
killing.
of it. The thrill
of killing.
The thrill of it. Well, who knows? Who knows?
Who knows what it was?
Who knows what would happen if you were put in that situation?
Thank you for that story, Norm.
I mean, we always talk about going back and, if you could only go back in time and kill Hitler. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what a horror it would be to go back in time, meet Hitler, and get hypnotized by him.
And like him.
And then become one of the guys. And then it gets even worse.
They say he was a very powerful speaker. You didn't know. All of a sudden you're killing it.
They say he was a powerful speaker. Then on YouTube, he's like, and you're like, what
Yelling.
the fucking Christ? Don't vote for him. Vote for anyone else.
You didn't know who Hitler was?
Yeah, like many of us, I didn't. But I do now. And let me tell you something. That guy's no good. Now, I grew up like you, thinking the Nazis were a bunch of funny fellas, because I watched Hogan's Heroes every week. But it wasn't like that. Oh, I know nothing. I see nothing. A lot less funny when you figure that was the cornerstone of the Nuremberg trial. Damn, I wish I had a time machine.
To see that action.
Yeah, no, to take back my question.
Thought you were going to say to murder Hitler.
I would not. You know, people always fucking want to murder Hitler with their time machine, right? But then I feel if I got back there, I'd be afraid of falling under the spell of his fucking beautiful eyes.
It's true. You
and
want
oratory, and
be
then,
locked in the gaze.
yeah, and then I join the fucking party,
That's
knowing
his
me.
thing. He gives you his full attention. You're like, whoa, wait a minute. Maybe there's something to this guy.
No, but before you ask another serious
Believe it
question,
or
we
not,
gotta
they're
move
telling
on.
us to wrap it up. I don't exactly
I
know
want
why
to.
you
Wrap
got
it.
it.
This is fun for everyone.
It's the
For the
Lonely
record,
Island, guys.
I would have killed Hitler. So thanks, gentlemen.
Can I just clarify? if I did go back in time to kill Hitler, I would do it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get
That's
lost
the-
in his
that's the front
eyes and
door
then
choice.
bail.
Yeah.
Just so I don't get
thanks for
hit
having
from
us.
all the
I know, all the-
defamation
Yeah,
leagues.
no,
Yeah.
He would, you would end it.
Pro.
Listen,
Okay.
man, I'm sorry about
We gotta wrap it up.
I'm sorry
It's
about
over.
bringing up Hitler.
You really brought this live show to a new
This is
low.
the first one, right? This is your first interview?
It's just gonna get worse.
This is the first time I've ever interviewed a
Just
man.
If you can bring
things to
Hitler
come.
into all of them, they're going to ask you back for sure, which is I know what you want.
That's what we're all hoping.
These kind of characters. I think we should kill Hitler. Me and you go suicide, kill him.
It was like died 50 years ago,
Did
probably.
he? I didn't
Yeah.
even know he was sick.
He wasn't.
You're all dressed up.
Yeah, they told me to dress up for Comedy Week.
Explain to the folks what Comedy Week is. You fucking retard. No, can you explain?
Not really.
So listen, man, here's the idea for the opening remarks.
Okay.
As you know, it's the 10th episode of the show.
Technically, sure, yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, we did the pilot, so yeah, this is the 10th episode. That's right.
Have you ever heard the phrase play along? So, you want to look at some clips? Of
course.
Okay. Well, this is kind of a historic thing. This is the first question that you ever asked anyone on the first podcast that we ever did.
Oh, with Super Dave.
With Super Dave Osborne.
Oh, yeah.
Your first question.
Norm told me to come up with some questions for you, and I've just been dying to know, where do you get your ideas from? Well, I mean... we have some news stories. That didn't go well.
I know. Super Dave fell into a deep depression from your first question. But we've had a lot of different times on the show. Hey, what about that time I got all political?
Oh,
Remember?
yeah.
Remember?
Of course.
And I started talking about the Falkland Islands and everything? Because remember when I used to eat like a big fat pig?
Yes, I recall.
And then I decided to make a political stand. You know what I mean? Because I want to be an important comic. So I decided to make a political stand. Do you remember that?
Of course I remember that.
Well, let's take a look. This is my promise to the people of the Video Podcast Network world. I will not eat a single morsel of food until Margaret Thatcher is dead and buried.
She died 3 weeks ago. We'll be right back with Larry King.
That was a funny thing.
Yeah. It's like every lunch with you.
I know, I eat a lot of food, but I didn't drink the gravy that time.
Yeah, that's the only time I haven't seen you drink gravy, which is odd.
Yeah, well, I think it's unseemly on camera to drink a thing, fucking ladle of gravy. Listen, you fans of Fred Stoller get to see many sides of the hilarious hangdog funny man. I don't know, that was so Steve wrote this. But here's a clip. The thing is, Robert Blake was supposed to be on the show, and I was all excited, and then we fucking had to get Fred Stoller.
Yeah.
God damn, that was a depressing day. Because
Yeah.
Robert Blake was supposed to come in, and then Daniel Kellison talks to him on the phone for an hour, and he fucking won't show up. Anyway, whatever. Here's Fred Stoller filling it.
Because of droughts all over Europe, scientists are predicting a global shortage of olive oil. Soon the world will know how Popeye felt after the death of his wife.
Olive oil. Remember how fucking skinny and ugly she is, and they'd always want to fuck her?
And how Big Ethel would chase Jughead.
Oh, let's not get into Jughead.
I'm sorry.
Well, next time
Yes.
that you come on, I'll have read the book, because I spent all my time reading a
fake
superior book.
Is that a real book or
It's a real
bit?
book. Look.
I thought it was a bit for the show.
No.
It's actually riveting. I've read a couple.
It's a fantastic book. This guy's amazing.
But
I haven't read your book, so I can't, in all truthfulness, say this is a superior book, but I strongly suspect it is. Were you in New York when the Twin Towers fell?
No, I was in Los Angeles.
Well, either way, it was a national tragedy. It was.
Yeah, I know.
9/11. We're going to go to hell.
Yeah, there's a good possibility.
Hey, the great Kevin Nealon was on the show. Who's funnier than Kevin?
I can't think of anyone. Well, Nick Swardson.
Well, I don't know.
I love Kevin. No, Kevin's
Kevin's
the best.
been around forever.
Oh, he's hilarious.
He's
you know,
kind
I
of
love
a hero
Kevin.
of Nick. Okay, so here's it was mid-May of 2013. America was dancing to the music of Justin Bieber and Beyonce, and they were laughing at the story of a comic by the name of Kevin Nealon.
Let's take a look.
Well, no, you don't say
So
that.
I'm a guest on there, and now it's time to introduce the next guest. And she says, okay, this next guy coming out, he's a great actor. He was in Risky Business. He was done all kinds of stuff. I just love him. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Pantaleone. And he comes out, and as he's walking across the stage toward the desk, she goes, oh, I know who he is.
But I fucked it all up by reading Steve O'Donnell's fucking, because we had to say it was Roseanne.
Oh, right. We had to mention. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, we cut this very recently. Everything's always down to the wire.
That was the Roseanne
here.
talk show.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite stories that we've heard in the last 9 episodes since we started.
No, he's hilarious,
Yeah.
man. I mean, he's right up there with Nick Swartzen, like tied for funniest dude. Guy has to make a fucking competition out of it. Anyways, hey, you ever wonder where, like, I always like saying phrases.
Yeah, you definitely do.
that make me sound smart, like
Freud.
Schadenfreude.
Yeah.
You know what that means?
Yeah, taking joy in other people's pain or misery.
Yeah. Zeitgeist. You ever hear that term?
Yes.
Because it makes you sound smart.
Yeah.
Post-sasso. Have you ever heard that term?
I feel like I've heard it once before.
Because I said it once on the term.
Yeah.
It suddenly came up that I could use the term post-sasso.
It's taken the nation by storm since then.
Check this out.
It was like after a lot of those, I think after Will Sasso and some of those people left.
Post-sasso. But here, the great Billy Bob Thornton. Remember how excited we were to have Billy Bob Thornton?
He was so engaging.
Okay, Billy Bob Thornton having a little discussion with us. And then it turned somehow to serial killers. Let's check this out.
It usually does.
I mean, you wouldn't want to get like a guy like Jeffrey Dahmer or something like that. I mean, you wouldn't want anybody who might eat you at lunchtime, you know, but that was his name, right? Jeffrey Dahmer?
Absolutely.
Yeah, got killed by a broomstick raped to death.
Really? That's
They say
smart.
it's one of the worst ways to go.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. On the list of the 1,000 ways. Yeah,
They say drowning is very peaceful.
Right.
Broomstick rape.
Not good.
Speaking of which, man, what about Larry King?
I love Larry.
But how is that speaking of which?
Yeah, that doesn't really apply there. No.
But Larry King, it was great to have him on the show because he brightens the mood. You know? Check this out.
That's the one thing I fear is dying.
Me, man, that haunts me.
Because the thought of not existing, you know, it's like, you know what the new thing they call it is? Dirt nap.
Good God, Larry.
That's what they call it, a dirt nap.
You would not say that on Hulu.
No, I wouldn't say it, but I'd say it here.
That's what I loved about the Larry King episode. You got to see him out of his element and something, you know?
It's always fun when a celebrity calls in to the show.
Sure.
You know what I mean? He's just at home watching the show somehow. How he found the show, who knows? But he found the show somehow, and he calls in. And who can forget the time Super Dave called in when Kevin Nealon was the guest?
Yep.
Check this out.
Thanks so much for calling in, Super Dave. Please come back.
I didn't call in, asshole. I didn't call in. You called me, and let me tell you something. Why don't you get something that is semi-professional? You're a bunch of asswipes. Right now I'm getting on a bus, and I'm going to scream out the window, and I'll reach 20 more people than you did tonight. Don't ever try to get a hold of me. I will never do this show again as long as I live.
He doesn't care for us.
No, he likes us. He'll be back.
I hope so. I love him.
You love that. You love that Super Dave.
I love him.
Yeah. Remember when you asked him that question?
Yeah, I do.
Let's take a look.
No, we did that earlier.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you know who's coming up?
Nick Swardson.
Yeah, you're a lover.
No, I love him.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, okay.
He's hilarious. He's going to be here. Really? He's funnier than Kevin Nealon, according to you. Yeah, man. Nick Swardson. He's wearing a gay robot t-shirt.
Hey, man. Hey, man. That's gay robot right there.
That's where I first knew of you, from Sandler's album.
Oh, yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, that was the coolest.
This is the only shirt that'll suck your dick. True story.
Who were the guys when you started? Were there anybody? Nobody from Minnesota.
Jack Benny. Red Skeleton.
Red Skeleton?
Yeah, Red Skeleton. It was just a blood red skeleton on stage. People just scream and vomit in terror. There's no jokes. Just like this crazy skeleton.
A fucking red skeleton. You used to open for him. And hey, what about Louis Anderson?
Yeah. He emceed for me.
No, I mean, what about that guy?
Yeah, no, Louis is an old friend too, yeah. He's from Minnesota.
I told everybody, that fucker can't jump into a pool from 100 feet.
I can't believe he did that.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
We're trying to get him and also big fat Bruce Valanche. You know that guy?
Yeah, it's my trainer.
But one time, seriously, they used to have a show called Celebrity Fat Guys. Remember that show?
I think it's Celebrity Fit Club.
Yeah, Celebrity Fit Club. And so guys would try to get, but some of them were just 20 pounds over it, but then they had Bruce Valanche was on it. So they were immediately freaked out that he was going to die.
Yeah.
So they said, you just walk. So he's like, walking, but he's the funniest fucker.
But other people were on the show like as though like he were their cohort.
Yeah,
and they were like 10
that
pounds
we're only 10,
overweight.
20 pounds overweight. It's
and they're like, this is your brother.
It's
and
like
he's just
like on Celebrity Rehab one time. I seen they had Tiger Woods' ex-girlfriend who was addicted to love. So she's in the same room as Jeff Conaway, who's
Jesus, drinking nail polish remover. Oh my God.
God damn! You ever been invited to that Celebrity Rehab shit?
No, not yet. I keep auditioning for it every weekend. Phone's not ringing yet.
Well, you
gotta hang out with that Busey guy or something. Gotta link up with a posse.
Busey's doing good, man.
Is he doing good?
Yeah.
Oh, I take it back.
Yeah. Hey, how's Grown Ups 2?
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't.
But you're in it.
Yeah, I mean, I was there for the making of it. It was really fun making it. So
am I in that movie?
I think so. They CGI'd you in. Yeah.
No, but I was in Grown Ups 1. And you were doing Bucky.
I was doing Bucky Larson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in Grown Ups 1, I started to notice, like, my character was the guy that just stayed in that town. And I would come up and go, hey, guys, what's going on? And then as I realized, I was like, wow, I could easily get cut. Because it was almost like me trying to get in the movie. I'm like, what's going on, guys? And they're like, no, that's cool.
Like, you already been booked to be on the movie. You're just like, hey, what's up, man? Did he have your name be Norm, too? Like, Adam's getting, like, more and more where he's just, my name in Grown Ups 2 is Nick.
Is it?
Yeah, he's just like, you're Nick, whatever. What the fuck? I don't want to think of it like, no, you're Jerry now. He's just like, no, it's just fucking.
But don't you like acting with Santa? Because, like, he's so naturalistic now. He just, like.
Yeah, it's fun. Like, I always crack up and, like, ruin takes.
You can't even tell he's like, he's just talking to you and shit.
Yeah, but it's like, you can't tell if he's improvising or, like, mad at you.
I know, you never know.
What the fuck? You're like.
I remember on Grown Ups, he was like, okay, Rock, fucking stand up. We're doing basketball, you know. Rock, fucking come a little faster over there on this next take. And Spade, just stay right where you are at the front of the paint. And I'm going to pass it over to Timmy Meadows. All right, somebody fucking say action.
He's not even directing.
Yeah. It keeps you on your toes.
But Sandler discovered you. Would you say that?
I mean, I was doing stand-up in like Reno 911, and then he saw my first Comedy Central half hour.
And you were just a young kid. How old were you?
I was 8.
Everybody said you're 20 or something. I was like, that's impossible.
I was 22.
God damn, that's young. That fucking guy, that Dan, he was
Dan
all
Murray,
all over Sandler and shit.
Dan Murray, yeah, that was insane. Yeah, he sent one of the door guys across the street to try and get him soup. Sandler didn't even. He just like, do you guys have soup? And we're like, no.
Vegetable
It's like, go down the street, get Sandler soup.
Some fucking soup. And it was like a Blockbuster video. They're like, we don't have soup either. Find soup.
Give a shit.
You guys have to have a break room. And the funny thing is, and that's why I met you at that Aspen Comedy Festival. There was a Saturday Night reunion, and Farley and Spade.
You were there?
I was there as like a young comic.
That's weird.
And I had a manager. I didn't even know what a fucking manager was. I had no idea. I had a manager. I was fucking 18 from Minnesota. It sounded like a fucking corn cob walking around like, hey, all right, how are you?
Who was your manager from Minnesota?
No, he was Dave Becky at 3 Yards.
Becky.
Dave.
Yeah.
I like that.
So I was in Aspen, and I just was walking around, and he's like, so what do you want, a TV deal? Like, what do you want? Do you have any sitcom ideas? And all I wanted was autographs. So I spent the whole time getting autographs, and he was like so embarrassed. I was like, is that Adam Sandler? Can I meet him?
He went out with
Christ.
Dave Becky's sister.
Yeah, good friends with her for a while before then too. Dave's the nicest guy in the world. I love their whole family's great.
Yeah, bless them.
I'm deadly serious.
Bless their hearts.
Yeah, his ex-manager you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Well, he's still a really cool
He's got
guy.
me.
Check out his face.
I apologize.
He fired me and picked up Nealon.
I don't think that's
Fucking
true.
bullshit, man. No, Dave's a good guy, but yeah, so I was in Aspen.
I couldn't breathe in Aspen. And I had to get oxygen, and then I said, anybody else do this? And they said, yeah, Rodney. Only me and Rodney.
Really? Aspen, the altitude is so bad.
Yeah.
Like I was like a fucking young kid, and I would walk up a flight of stairs, and I'd be like I couldn't breathe. And I remember walking down the streets of Aspen, and I just hear like, roar! Like echoing through the streets at like 2 a.m. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, thought of like some monster from the hills is gonna come down and fucking fist me or something. So I'm like walking through the streets, and I look down the street, and there's Farley. He's in a fucking t-shirt, chain smoking, doing cartwheels with like a whole entourage around him. And he was just like, flipping around. And I was like, I can't fucking breathe. This guy's like 350 doing a fucking Olympic dismount routine down Main Street.
He skated, I remember, in Aspen that time.
It was wild, man.
Yeah, Farley. I never thought he was going to die because he was so strong. Everybody was like, Farley's going to die. But I was like, no.
He seemed like a superhero.
Yeah, and then Chris would go, I'm all right? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I always thought, like, Spade was so frail and shit, you know.
Yeah, he's like an old lady.
Yeah. You know what I used, because I don't drink, you know that, Nick?
Yeah, I do.
But what I used to do, because I'm in a bar, and I noticed, like, people get away with stuff when they're drunk. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can paw girls and stuff. That straight guy, you know what I mean? You go, and the guy's like, ooh, because you're drunk.
Yeah.
So I started just pretending to be drunk.
Yeah,
get away with
that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Do you remember the time you called me up one day? You go, hey, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm watching baseball. And you're like, can you pick me up? And I was like,
I don't drive.
I go, I'm already at the bar. I already had a couple of drinks. I want to drink and drive. I'm like, it's not far from you. I'm like, you want to just take a cab? And you're like, yeah, all right, I'll meet you in a couple minutes. So I'm like, okay. So I wait, I watch a full game. I watch another full game. I watch half of another game. It's 8 o'clock at night. And I'm like fucking hammered. I leave the bar. Norm's walking into the bar. It was noon when he called me. It was 8:30 at night. He goes,
I know.
Where are you going? And I'm like, I'm fucking hammered. I'm going home. He's like, I just got here. And I'm like, I know, you're 8 hours late. Like, well, have a fucking beer. I'm being weird. I'm like, I'm not. I want to go. I can't walk or see.
It takes me a long time to get stuff on my website. And buy album. So you hit buy album. I hit it yesterday. Mm-hmm. And there's one left. And it says it's at Old Joe's Curiosity Shop.
Is that true?
Sort of true. It's $8.
Oh my God.
It's $8. You'd think maybe at this Curiosity Shop would be really expensive.
There's one left. It's
People are
rare.
curious.
There's only one left.
Where is it?
And then one time, Nikki Cox's girl told me, she goes, hey, Norm, she goes, I saw an old homeless guy wearing a dirty work hat today.
That's great. That's perfect.
Yeah, do you know Nikki Cox?
Yeah. Is she still with Jay?
She's with Jay Moore.
Yeah.
But when she was on my TV show, she was with Bobcat Goldthwait.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I'm not a skilled interviewer. Let's fucking face it.
I'm not a skilled. What?
You've done podcasts before, though.
I have. I've never done. I haven't done a lot of video ones.
Have you done what the fuck?
I did Treat Williams's. Just kidding. Just trying to think of somebody random that video.
You win that. No one more random than that.
He would be great.
Treat would be a treat.
What about this, man? We go because Daniel keeps going. Who do you want to get? So I'm like, let's get Jan Michael Vincent. He's like, he's dead. So I'm like, we're
Michael
fucked.
Vincent?
Yeah, so then I say on the show, I go like, man, we're trying to get Jan Michael Vincent. He's dead. He's not dead.
He's not?
He's not dead at all. He's alive.
Jesus.
And then it turns out
he was in an accident and he damaged his vocal cords, apparently. Sad story. I mean,
Fuck.
Yeah.
It's kind of a bummer.
What kind of accident?
It's one that he looks like a goddamn red skeleton now. That's what Daniel said. But I think he just doesn't want us to have him on the show.
Yeah, it's a logical podcast. Like people
what
like
podcast? Have you ever been on the What the Fuck with Mark Maron?
Yeah.
How'd that go?
It was fun. Yeah. It was in a hot garage though.
Yeah.
It's like
it's
up
hot
in
garage.
It was cats.
I've been there.
Yeah.
I was there, and he's like, cats.
Yeah, there's cats. Cats and hot garage is a horrible combination. That's the name of my band, Hot Garage, and my new underwear line.
I was thinking,
HotGarage.com.
I knew this guy wrote for Three's Company. And he said, like, you know, they'd always have beautiful girls. Remember that show?
Yeah, I love Three's Company.
So they'd have extras, you know, and so they'd call them the bimbo of the week, and they'd take them out to the smokehouse. But John Ritter, he wasn't like a Lothario or anything, but you know who was?
Furley?
Furley. You got it.
Of course.
Mr. Furley. So he says his big line would be, he'd say to girls, he'd go like this, he'd go, I'm married, but it's not going well.
Oh my God.
And then he'd put booze in when they weren't looking, like comically, when they weren't looking away, he'd put booze into their booze.
Oh my gosh.
And then, but he'd
That'd be amazing to
he'd
see
go to a
that.
hotel in Burbank and have sex with them. And then one time the hotel owner asked, he had a big 8x10 he wanted to sign, so Don Knotts had to go to another hotel.
Oh my God.
It's not going well.
Not going well. Jesus. Mr. Furley. Imagine that fucking wake up the next morning. You're some fucking sussy bimbo.
Sure.
Fucking
the ultimate
21 years old.
You're expecting Richard Klein at least.
Anybody, yeah.
At the very least.
Jesus.
The Mall of America was unbelievable. That was
Did you ever do that?
Yeah, it's hard to find I'm still doing it. That's what I'm saying. I haven't jumped up to the next level.
Jump.
That
You're
seems
hilarious.
Impossible. It seems impossible to me.
How does Kevin Farley open for you?
What,
Get that anchor off
Farley
the
brothers?
Are they really doing that?
Oh my God.
Look, they're doing the Fabulous Farley brothers.
Yeah.
I go on Kevin Farley's Instagram, and I always make fun of all his pictures. He had a Mother's Day picture of him. And he had these glasses on, and it was him and his mom. And he's like, me and mom. And I go, great picture of your mom and Perez Hilton. And he's like, fuck you. I just always slam him on his pictures. That's what I like about Instagram, is making fun of people.
The thing Byron Allen has a show called The Entertainers. And what he does so he'll go to junkets.
Right.
And then he has huge guests. So it'll be like, at the beginning, it'll be his voice. The Entertainers. Tonight, Harrison Ford, Adam Sandler, Morgan Freeman. You know, it's the biggest stars ever. And he just interviews them in the junkets, but he makes it sound as if, and then this is his gambit. This is what he does to people. So let's say he's talking to Harrison Ford, right? He'll go, now the last time I talked to you, you were talking about working out. And so then Harrison Ford goes, like he's never talked to him before or anything, but he figures a black guy, it's going to sound bad. He says, I know, who the fuck are you? So he goes, yes, I'm
He's just making up like...
It just looks like he's best friends with all these people.
He's brilliant, Byron Allen. He had that Comics Unleashed. You ever do that? Oh, you couldn't be more leashed.
There's nothing. It's not like there's nothing unleashed about it. It's not like you would have like Lenny Bruce on and like.
And he has no segue. So this is what he said to John Lovitz one time. He said, he just turned to him from, he's talking to Schimmel, and then he goes to John Lovitz. He goes, now, John, I understand you're growing older.
Did he really?
To set him up for his bit, clearly,
set
about
him
growing
up.
older. You must have some pretty solid stories whilst under...
Yeah, I got some curveballs.
Yeah, he told me a story.
Well, I just oftentimes I'm walking down the street and he'll come stumbling out of a hotel at 4 in the morning. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? He's like, where am I? But me and
I've gone to hotels.
bump into each other sometimes.
Because I lived in Venice.
I think you'll just go to sleep because you don't want to drive.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I used to sleep in my car and then...
Because you're so far away from the comedy clubs.
Well, because I used to live by you in Venice.
Yeah.
And then I moved to Hollywood. But when I lived in Venice, I would drive into Hollywood and I would do shows and like party really hard.
Yeah.
And I don't like drinking and driving, so I would either sleep in my car. I slept in my car once for 6 nights in a row.
6 nights? And then you drank and then
I would just go drinking and I would go back into my car like it was some like, fucking, it's not a camper at all. It's a fucking car. You're just sitting there like it's a fucking wax museum. I don't even know what that means, but
I know, you're like Rickles.
Yeah.
It looks like a wax museum.
Wax museum. But so I'd start going to hotels and then they just stopped having me. I would walk in at like 3 in the morning with like a bunch of people blacked out, and they were just like, no more. And then one time I walked into a hotel, and there was this guy working at the front desk, and it was like 4 in the morning, and I'm like, and he's like, do we have any rooms available? And I swear to God, from the back of the room, they didn't even really hear me or anything, and they didn't see me, and the guy just goes, is it fucking Swartzen? And the guy's like, yeah, and he's like, no! And I was like, all right. And this like old lady walked outside and probably had a dog shit pillow that night. I don't know.
There's a good stand-up comedian. How do you feel about the stand-up comedy of John?
John?
Of John.
I mean,
like when a guy starts stand-up at 60.
And then like opens his own club to do it. So it's like,
oh yeah, that's right. He opened a club.
Have his own stage time, so nobody can be like.
Have you ever played the Lovitz Club?
No.
God damn, you've avoided everything.
Every comedy landmine. Yeah, I squeaked by.
I'm told by Nick Swartzen that he's come up with a new impression for his act, known for his impressions. What is it again?
This is Mr. Furley talking to the 20-year-old girl he just woke up next to. Or no, he's in the middle of sex with her. I'm coming in your butt!
Oh my God. Well, listen, man. Hey,
your mouth is my toilet!
Wait, what about the man grate?
Is that like a genital cleanser?
No! No, my God. It is 100% made in America. Cast iron grilling grates. It's revolutionizing the way people grill.
Jesus.
What?
I thought it was like all right.
You want to hear what it has?
Yeah.
It has heavy-duty grilling grates. Deliver exactly what you need to achieve that perfect steakhouse flavor. Chicken, steak, has never tasted so good. Listen, no more dry meat. Guaranteed.
That's what the girl said to Mr. Furley.
Oh, come on now. Come on now. Hey, it was named one of 2012's best grilling accessories by Men's Health magazine. Man grates, there's more fucking facts about the man grate than about Nick. Man grates are the perfect gift for Dad this Father's Day. Your dad's alive?
No.
Fuck. God damn it. I'm sorry about your dad.
That's fine.
Go to mangrate.com and enter the coupon code NORM for their $19.99 Father's Day special. 100% made in America. 100% cast iron. Hey, how about this? Each NORM MACDONALD show order comes with a heavy-duty grilling brush.
I was in Vegas at the Hard Rock, and I was partying with my friends, and they had a show there. They did this Beecher's Madhouse.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's in Los Angeles now. So we were partying, and we were at the club, and I blacked out, and then I woke up in a suite, and there was a hooker blowing me and my friend.
Like a story blew up out of nowhere.
It just erupts.
Yeah.
It goes from 0 to 100.
Seriously.
And it's blowing me and my friend. And I kind of like look down like, what the fuck? And then I'm like, all right, this is weird. And I look over at my friend, he's like laughing. He's like, this is funny, right? I'm like, kind of, I guess. I do comedy, and I guess it's funny. And then I look over, and there's another friend of mine who's a small person.
Midget.
Yeah, midget.
They like to be called small people.
Yeah, but midget will work for the story too. And he's fisting a girl on the couch, and he has cocaine all over his face. And I look over at him, and he was like in the middle of like, it's his hand, so it's like kind of like a penis, so it's not like too like violent. And
it's not too violent.
It's like a big penis,
Very
you know?
gentle fisting.
It's caress fisting.
Yeah.
And he looked over at me, and I made eye
who was he
contact with
fisting?
him. So another chick, some lovely lass whose parents are proud of her. And he looks over at me, and I make eye contact with him, and he kind of like catches my eye, and he just goes, yeah. And I was just kind of like, all right. I don't know.
Oh my God.
Should we get room service, or I didn't know how to get out of it. Too
Fisting.
But it was like, it's just a story
Her
that you don't
vagina?
have.
Fisting her vagina?
I think it was her vagina.
God
Yeah.
dang it. I never even...
I didn't have the acute eyes to see, but let's just say it was a vagina.
I think it's a moot point, really.
Yeah. But like stories like that, they're fun to have in your life.
You're saying they're fun, that alcohol, you would not have that story, obviously, without alcohol.
Yeah, it wouldn't happen with ginger ale. Or
That's
something.
very true, yeah, that's very true.
Sketch shows are expensive. Like, there's a lot of locations and a lot of mustaches. Mustaches run you up a lot. Yeah, you got a lot of comics. You do them a favor and they fucking jack you up. They want fucking crystal meth and shit. They're just trying to maintain these degenerates.
It's funny when you're on a show and they always want you to get your famous friends on the show and you don't want to ask. You ever been in that position?
Yeah, they're always like, when I was pitching Pretend On, they're like, right. Yeah, it's funny, man. Do you know Brad Pitt? No. Well, it'd be cool if we could sketch with Brad. Do you know Morgan Freeman? No, I don't know fucking Morgan Freeman. So I'm doing like a sketch.
That's why I went with my manager, because he had Brad Pitt.
What, really?
Is that true?
Yeah, because they were pitching there, all the people they had. And then one time, I'm fucking doing a gig somewhere, and the car's not there for me, So I phoned Gervitz. I'm like, fuck, man, I'm stranded here. Mark's not here. I'm like, where? He's on a boat with Jennifer Aniston in the Caribbean. And I'm in, my car is not there. My car is not there to pick me up.
You try the yacht phone? Or a Florida University student was caught streaking on campus and apparently told police he was on acid and asked them to cut his dick off. Boy, these kids today are crazy. In my day, we didn't need drugs. We would just cut our own dicks off.
Yeah, you didn't need no fucking acid and shit. What about this? There's a new 3D version of The Great Gatsby, coming. I saw it.
I just saw it too.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you see it in 3D?
No.
Oh, in 3D.
I don't like wearing glasses.
It was almost like the sober examination of the unrestrained materialism and absolute moral center of the Roaring '20s jumped right out at you. That's a good one.
I think my doctor might be retarded.
Why?
His name is Dr. Retardo.
Oh.
It's a good chance.
42-year-old Richard Swanson set out to dribble a soccer ball from Seattle to Brazil, but got hit by a car in Oregon and died. Well, at least he got to die loving what he do. At least he got to die doing what he loved, Nick. Dribbling a soccer ball in traffic. No, that's not nice.
One of the most popular documentaries on Netflix is Jiro
Dreams of Sushi?
Jiro Dreams of Sushi.
I've seen that. That's very good.
That's
You
a
have?
fantastic documentary.
One of the least popular documentaries, Jiro Nightmares of Asperger's.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That
unwatchable.
I liked it, the DVD commentary.
Yeah, let Adam Eager read one.
Yeah, Adam, what the fuck?
I give you 3 good ones.
Dick.
4 of the top 5 picks in the NFL draft were offensive tackles, which is a great thing to tell your wife as the love drains from her eyes.
Hey, listen, have you noticed my enormous weight gain? I've gained 45 pounds. I'm telling you, my manager, my landlord rather, he managed to get rid of 230 pounds of ugly fat. He evicted me.
What?
Here, read this.
I thought you.
No, read this.
I want to read that one again.
Here, read that.
Sure, we all know about Norm's astonishing weight gain, but I think it's become a bit wearisome. So let's agree to stop having fun at his expense.
Pain and Gain, the new movie directed by Michael Bay. Reviewers are calling it everything from shit to fucking shit. Doesn't that look like the worst thing ever?
Yeah.
Oh, well, whatever. This one's more like a factoid.
Danny DeVito looks like one of those guys with a short but thick penis.
Right? He has to have the thickest fucking cock.
It's true.
Dogs and humans love to run because it apparently gives them a natural high similar to that of marijuana, according to the University of Arizona.
Wow.
After running what are called cannabinoids, the chemical found in marijuana that gives you a feeling of euphoria, are higher in humans and dogs, and this encourages them to run again. To 7-Eleven for a Slurpee. They got the munchies. You want to check it?
Let me fact check this.
Hey, Barbara Walters is retiring.
I can understand why Barbara Walters is retiring. It must be exhausting occasionally appearing on The View.
Right? We're fucking going on the road doing all kinds of shit.
Yeah,
doing our shit acts. Not you. Your act's good.
It's pretty shitty.
But she gets to sit there
and just fucking talk.
Yeah, just yap.
The fuck.
You ever been on that show?
I've been on it so many times.
Oh, this is your kind of joke,
I zoned
man.
out.
This reminds me of your kind of joke.
All right.
Just from hearing you read jokes.
Oh, I like this. I like the theme that this one has. A man in Taiwan reportedly cut off his own penis to win an argument with his wife. That reminds me of that episode of Everybody Loves Raymond, where Raymond forgot Deborah's birthday and he had to cut his own cock off. Oh my God!
Are you gonna read? Just read any one. You get your choice. You get to read them out of here.
It's like Game of Thrones. That guy's getting his penis cut off. If you guys
Everybody. Is there?
Yeah, this guy got his penis cut off.
To turn into a vagina? Fashion into a vagina?
I don't think they had medieval sexual.
Oh, that's in the old days?
Oh yeah. It's like medieval. But it'd be cool if they did experiment with genital altercations back then.
Yeah. But what about, let's say you go to a doctor. Isn't it weird that you can go to a doctor and go, you know how I have a cock?
Where are you going with this?
It's not real. I shouldn't have a cock.
I'm bored.
You mind cutting it? And because I've always intuitively believed that.
So the best is like when you want to go back after like 5 months. You're like, you know, I had a cock and then you gave me a pussy.
Which didn't work.
The pussy was fun, but can I get my cock back? I still have it.
Guys like, you betcha.
They're like, do I have it? He's like, do I have it? Is a sex change a good gift for Christmas?
Sex change?
Yeah, like a gift certificate. Like, Mom, I know you always wanted a fucking penis.
Wait, is your mom still alive?
Yeah, she is.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
You have a joke? Tell the joke.
Well, because it's a 50-50 chance it's not going to go well.
No, it's a 50-50 chance that they're
It's not going to
alive.
look like a penis.
Yeah.
It's going to look like a Star Wars thing.
Yeah.
I guess you're right.
Read a joke.
All
We
right,
haven't read one joke.
Before we begin, I have a quick public service announcement. Would anybody, please fuck Martha Stewart?
Oh, I got that one.
What?
I don't understand that.
What?
That's weird, right?
Too soon.
It's meta.
Meta.
Do you like the meta comedy?
Meta world peace comedy.
Yeah.
Only comedy I like.
You know, I'm against hate speech, but read that.
Engaging in hate speech is wrong and terrible and should never be tolerated. But you have to admit, engaging in a hate stutter would be kind of cute.
How would that go?
Fuck, suck it, queer. Fuck, Chinese boy.
Yeah, Papa, what do you call that? Papa John's?
Oh, okay.
A Papa John's delivery man has been arrested for allegedly selling more than $40,000 in cocaine hidden in pizza boxes.
Jesus.
To undercover police officers. This raises an important question. Where's all that pizza that was supposed to go in those boxes? Can I have them to eat? I'm a big fat guy. Oh, here's a good one.
What would you do if you got a pizza box filled with cocaine?
What would I do?
Yeah. Would you be really mad about the pizza not being there?
A pizza box full of cocaine.
Isn't that what they said?
Fuck, I forgot.
Yeah, pizza boxes. And there's cocaine in them.
What would you do?
Nothing? Deliver it to Busey's?
Hey, Sesame Street introduced its very first Latino character, Armando. But it's not going great. Apparently on the first day, he got into a knife fight and stabbed the letter A. It's silly.
That's silliness.
Yeah,
that's cute. The FDA is investigating health risks posed by Wrigley's new caffeinated gum. Well, where the hell was the FDA when York peppermint patties were making people shiver and having involuntary orgasms?
What would that?
Fuck!
How would that go? Like eat one and then go.
All right, Adam, you do that one. Eat it and have it. Eat it.
Like eat it.
Eat it.
That's how you.
Oh, God.
That's how he comes. Jesus Christ!
God, you need to take Mr. Furley's Burbank hotel class on coming on strangers' fucking tits and shitting on poor girls from Nebraska who are here to audition for fucking White Shadow. They're covered in a fucking brown cloud of fucking furly nightmare mist. Jesus Christ.
Adam. Hey.
Eat my dog shit snowman!
Oh, what's that mean? What's a dog shit snowman?
I don't know, man.
A real thing?
I hope not. Furley could build it, if anybody could.
Oh my God.
Nowadays, most teenagers don't watch their favorite shows on actual TV sets. Instead, they just blow each other.
That's probably true. That
Yeah.
one's more of a comment, really.
Yeah, that's a website.
What are you whispering about? We gotta go?
20 seconds till we're off.
20 seconds, man, to read that joke.
How many people have to die before we finally do something about dropping pianos?
Nick Swartzen. Look for him in Grown Ups too. Thanks, Nikki. That was awesome. Remember to subscribe below. This Father's Day, think the man grate. What is the man grate, you ask? Well, it is 100% made in America cast iron grilling grate. That's what it is. And they are revolutionizing the way people grill. What, Adam Egan? It's true. You haven't heard of the revolution? It has heavy duty grilling grates. Why are you laughing? You think the grilling grates are flimsy?
No.
No, they're heavy duty grilling grates. They deliver exactly what you need to achieve when you need to achieve that perfect steakhouse flavor. Why are you laughing? You're making a mockery out of the man grate. You can put chicken on this or steak. That's not that unique. Or veggies, and they will never have tasted so good. Why would you laugh at any of this? No more flare-ups. You know, in your barbecues, all those big flare-ups. No more dry meat. Guaranteed. No more dry meat. That's something you can't guarantee, Adam Egan. It was named one of 2012's best grilling accessories by Men's Health magazine. Why are you even here? Go to mangrate.com and enter the coupon code NORM for their $19.99 Father's Day special. Because Mangrate, do you have a father? Mangrate is the perfect gift for this Father's Day. Is he alive?
Yeah.
Yeah. 100% made in America. If he was dead, it would have been a really bad moment in the commercial. It's 100% cast iron. I think that's good. 100% steakhouse quality grilling in your backyard. This commercial is like a mini-series. Remember, each Norm MacDonald show order comes with a heavy-duty grilling brush. You want to put that on your not dry meat? Again. That's the Mangrate Grill Enhancement System. Order today at mangrate.com. Mangrate.com. And enter the coupon code NORM at checkout. We'll return. Oh, we're starting the show. Anything different about me?
Yeah, you're wearing a hat.
And?
And are you being sponsored?
No, but it's athletic gear.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You've lost a little weight.
Yeah.
Is that what you're getting at?
Well, my theory is that if I wear athletic gear, I'll lose weight.
How did you lose that weight?
Well,
let me tell the folks at home.
Sheer tyranny of will.
And?
Lap band. But anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about. What I'm here to talk about is that I notice all talk show hosts, and let's face it, we're a talk show.
Yeah.
Like we can pretend we're a fucking podcast, but it's me and it's you and I'm the host and you're the sidekick. That's a talk show.
That's a talk show.
So I've noticed with all the talk show hosts, Johnny Carson, David Letterman, Dick Cavett, Douglas Edwards, all these guys were in fantastic shape. But yet me, I'm a big fat fucking pig. So I decided to get in shape.
Oh, good.
Trying to be a talk show host.
That's great.
And I noticed another thing, because I've been researching, I've been studying. Talk shows have a lot of different components in them. All we do is we talk to a guest, but they have different things in them. One that I've noticed they all share, they have animal handlers come out.
Oh, Jack Hanna?
Yeah, like Jack Hanna comes out on Letterman. On Carson, they used to have Joan Embry from the world famous a San Diego zoo, you see. She'd bring out some critters, and she'd throw them out on the table, and if you got lucky, a varmint would fucking piss in Carson's mouth, and that fucker would look at the camera. So what I'm saying is that's always caused comedy. And then Jack Hanna, he goes on Letterman, and he's like Stan Can. He's like, oh, what happened to the thing? And then that's over there, and the spider's sneaking away, and then he brings actual predator and prey and puts them together. Yeah, but there's no real danger.
I'm sure it made for great television.
It makes for great television because although there's no actual danger or peril, there's the presumption of it, you know.
We should do that here.
We're going to do it. That was my surprise to you.
Oh.
Thanks for ruining it.
I'm sorry.
So I decided to phone zoos because Jack Hanna comes from the Columbus Zoo and Joan Embry comes from the San Diego Zoo. And I decided we'd get our own zoo handler. Anyways, they didn't want anything to do with us.
No.
But you ever hear of Moore Park?
Moore Park Community College?
Yes, Moore Park Community
I
College.
did a semester there.
Yeah. Did you ever see any animals there?
No.
Well, they have a whole. I thought you told me you did a course in animal husbandry. Oh no, that was your hobby. No, but you fucking animal. No, I'm kidding you, man. I'm kidding you. You're an ordinary guy. Yeah. Although that lady I saw you with last night.
It's rude.
Bit of a hippo. I read about a hippo swallowing a man, and I thought of you. No, you remember Ruth? You remember Ruth? Bring out right now from the Moore Park Community College, Director Emeritus Sean O'Connors, and he has some animals here.
Hey, Sean.
Hello, how are you?
Well, look at this. I wonder what we're going to find in here. Some sort of an exotic animal. Let me see.
Oh, come out.
Trying to get him out.
Yeah, what's this?
Look at this.
There we go.
Looks almost like a dog.
It is a dog.
It's a dog?
Yeah, his name is Pizza.
Pizza. Well, you have a dog. I never thought of a dog as a zoo animal.
Oh, we have a lot of animals there.
Well, what can you tell us about the dog?
Well, the dog is a subspecies of the gray wolf.
Oh, gray wolf. Do you have any gray wolves?
Oh, we have so many gray wolves.
Oh, we'll bring them in. Where are they?
They're back at the zoo.
They're at the zoo.
Far too dangerous.
Well, what else can you tell us about the dog?
Oh, this is interesting. Did you know dogs show more behavioral and morphological variation than any other land mammal?
Do you know what morphological means?
No.
Oh, there's so many different species. There's hundreds of them.
Yeah, no, I know. I see dogs. I see hundreds of dogs every day. Well, I live in Santa Monica.
Oh.
What other things can you tell us about a dog?
Oh, this is pretty interesting. That hound was the general word for all domestic canines in England, and that dog referred to a subtype of hound.
Okay, well, do you have any other animals you can bring out?
Oh, yeah, we have.
Okay, well, here, take the dog.
Oh, okay, thank you.
I didn't get to pet the dog.
You want to pet the dog?
You want to pet the dog?
You've petted a dog before? I was hoping it'd be a lizard.
Just a dog?
Yeah, no. Well, hey, maybe they're starting out slow, and they're going to get more exotic now. That's my bet. Oh, here comes the next.
Oh, cool.
Visitor. Next creature.
Hi, Norm.
Hi, how are you? I hope this thing doesn't attack me, whatever it is.
All right, I think you guys.
Let's see what it is. What is this? Looks like a dog.
It is.
It's another fucking cocksucking dog. I knew it. Anyways, well, this is a cutie. What's this girl's name?
This is Arnett.
Arnett.
She's very special. Did you know that dogs are a subspecies of the gray wolf?
Yeah, I fucking knew that. What else you got?
Dogs show more behavioral and morphological variation.
I know that too. I know that too.
Do you know the one about the hound?
Yes. Is that all you got?
Let's see on the. Oh, did you know that Garfield the cat had a friend that was a dog?
Oh, fucking Christ almighty. Garfield the cat. The motherfucker doesn't think I know every fucking episode of Okay, take your fucking dog. No offense. I mean, it's a nice dog. You know, I don't want to come off on the show as a guy that doesn't like dogs. You know, this is only hurting my image. All right, thanks. Oh, my God. Dogs. That's what they bring us, dogs. Hope the next one's not a fucking dog.
Not a dog, Norm.
Not a dog. My money's on a cat. This was a big mistake, I'm telling you. A big mistake.
Booked them.
I booked them, but I make mistakes. I'm not it takes a big man to admit that he makes mistakes. I'll tell you that right now. A big man to admit that he makes mistakes. A small man would not admit that he makes...
It's a huge...
It's a snake! It's some sort of a snake!
Now careful. His bite could kill you.
His bite could kill me! Hello, ma'am. Well. A snake makes you hanker for the old days with those dogs. Would you care to see the snake, Adam Egot?
Oh my God.
What can you tell us about this snake, ma'am?
Well, did I mention that he bites?
Yes!
Okay. Well, other than that, he can swim in the water, and he's a very good swimmer. He'll hold his breath for up to an hour.
You don't say. He bites, huh?
Wow. It's really big.
It's a very big snake. Where is his teeth? Right around there?
They're hiding.
Look at the size of this thing.
Goodness gracious. Odd color for a snake.
Well, that's because this guy over here is albino.
Albino. Everyone makes fun of him. Oh, look at that. him and Adam Egot seem to be kicking it off.
All right, okay.
Okay, well,
Okay.
we really have to be talking to Simon Hedberg, you know.
It's Helberg.
Helberg? So anyways, thanks for bringing the snake. Why don't you just give the snake back? No, I'm not going to touch the snake. I'm not going to touch the snake. Adam, seriously, swear to God.
All right. Jesus, it's really heavy.
Yeah, I know it's heavy. I'm so fucking nervous I can't even think of a cock joke. Just give the snake back to the nice lady.
All right.
Thank you very much. It's been quite a terrifying surprise. There we go.
Oh my God, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Oh my God.
Oh boy. I wish those animals never existed.
It was way cooler than those dogs.
Yeah. Do you know, if it wasn't for those animals, we'd all be living in a garden.
Yeah, I heard about
that. Oh boy.
You all right?
I'm okay.
You don't like snakes, huh?
I don't like snakes. I got a little nervous, you know. They didn't tell me snakes.
What are they?
I'll tell you, it's the last time we have any animal handlers on this show.
I thought it was pretty cool.
It was pretty cool. No, I'm sorry. Well, I'll tell you, I don't know why I'm saying all this. We'll be back after the break with the great Simon Helberg. Ow, my leg!
You all right? What the fuck, man?
The snake's out. The snake, Michelle, come get the snake.
Norm?
Grab the snake.
Norm, you all right?
Grab the snake. Okay, let's go. We gotta get out of here. Just go.
The snake bit me.
Okay, have a nice day, guys. Have fun. Goodbye.
Leaving.
The snake bit me. My calf is all purple, and I have 2 red puncture marks on it.
Yeah, it's probably from where the snake bit you.
That's probably from where the snake bit me?
Yeah.
Duh. Hey, Adam.
Yeah.
You remember earlier when you said that's probably from where the snake bit me? Duh.
It's not helping.
What does it say to do?
All right, Norm, that initial pain you're feeling.
Yeah.
Well, that's from the snake bite. Now, what else is happening behind the scenes that you're not really aware of is the venom of the snake bite. It's coursing its way through your veins directly to your heart.
Oh my goodness.
Very rapidly.
And then I'll die.
Yes. Yeah. You have about 9 minutes and 15 seconds.
Oh God.
Well, hold on. It's important. It says here it's important to remain calm, and you need to get your heart rate down. Let's check your pulse.
So you're telling me that I have 9 minutes to live because snake venom is coursing through my heart. And at the same time, you're telling me this would be a good time to remain calm.
Yeah.
Duh.
Let me see your pulse. Jesus Christ, it's at 260.
Well, it's usually around 220. I got to stop all those hard-boiled eggs.
Norm, you got about 8 minutes.
Is there any cure for this?
I got to suck out the venom.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, give me your calf.
It's right on the calf there.
All right.
Oh, thanks, Adam.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you suck that venom out. That's nice. Suck it out good. Oh, yeah, that's nice. Oh, yeah, you fucking like that, huh? You like sucking that fucking pre-venom? Huh?
No.
Huh?
No, I don't like it at all.
No,
I'm just trying to help you out.
No, I understand that, but I mean, I meant to say thank you.
Oh, okay.
I appreciate it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you fucking suck that. Oh, yeah, you fucking suck that hard. Suck it hard. Fucking lick it. Lick that fucking, lick it out.
I don't want to lick it.
No, don't lick it.
I got to suck it out, and then I'm going to spit it out once it comes
Oh,
out.
I understand. Okay,
Yeah,
okay. Okay, get some there.
Did you say spit it out? You don't fucking spit it out. You fucking swallow it. You swallow that fucking venom. Swallow. Huh?
I can't swallow it. Then it's going to go into my system.
Oh, you're right. Spitting it out would be better. We don't want it in your system. No. Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, fucking suck that venom. Yeah, you fucking suck that fucking venom. Yeah, you want to spit it out? You got a fucking mouth load. Ah, fucking shoot it out of your face, you fucking cunt. You fucking whore. Ah!
Oh, thanks, dude. I didn't get any of that in my mouth.
Yeah, no problem, man. We'll be back with Simon Helberg. You fucking sit down. The funny and talented Simon Helberg.
Hello.
Also, it's exciting. We got a picture of Simon here. We are in the USA Today.
Yeah.
Today.
I am in the USA.
Well,
Yeah,
you
it's
are
actually
technically. It's just
Simon.
Simon. I mean,
But still, it's the podcast.
But it's yes.
That's true.
And it's the first one, like what to watch. Don't like. Who the fuck is she?
I have no idea.
Oh, that's the.
Is that Tilda Swinton?
No, it looks. It's the Australian. She's like a. She does the hair cutting.
She cuts hair
on Bravo. Not that I watch it all the time.
And then there's this guy over here.
Don't know.
They get smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is the guy.
That's the one. From
That's
left
all
to
you
right.
need to
That's
know.
how. That's the way you read.
That's right.
You start there and you give up.
Exactly.
Right.
Unless you're a
Unless you're in
Chinaman.
or in Israel.
Yeah.
Or in Israel. I meant to say that. Unless
What did
you're
you say
Israeli.
first?
What?
What did you say before?
Yeah, what did
Israeli?
you say, Norm?
Chinaman.
Well,
But here's the thing.
pick your race to demean.
But as an epithet, though, don't you think Chinaman is the least offensive?
I do. I
Man
mean,
from China.
unless it's a woman, but
Yeah.
but then but
Then you'd say Chinaman woman.
Chinaman
Nope.
woman.
But it's literally man from China.
I couldn't agree more. I'm not
Because what
gonna-
about this? If you say Asian,
Right.
then that's everybody from that entire continent.
It's more specific. To,
Meanwhile, Chinese hate Japanese.
well, I mean, you're now one. Okay.
Well,
I
I mean,
mean,
they raped their Nanking.
yeah. I mean, I didn't see it, but I heard about it.
You don't forget that. Somebody rapes your Nanking.
Why isn't that in USA Today?
Yeah, it's in USA Today. I'm sorry.
That's in USA Today?
No, we're back with Simon Helberg. So you grew up in show business, which is cool.
I guess so. Yeah.
What'd you grow up in?
Tarzana.
That's
No,
the porn business.
That's
is
the
there.
fucking porn business, man.
Yeah.
His mom cast porn.
Yeah.
Wasn't your dad Edgar Rice Burroughs?
No.
No, I heard that.
No.
No, there is a lot of porn. And what do you feel
Xana,
about this?
they call it.
They porn now. They have to wear condoms.
Did they pass that? That was
Yeah.
Because there was a
Only
thing
time I ever voted.
that you went out to take it. You didn't want condoms. Right?
Oh no, I wanted condoms. Nothing I like better when I'm whacking off. I'm thinking about AIDS.
Well,
That's the only stand I've ever seen you make.
I didn't know.
yeah, they had. That was like they had it on the local news. All these protests, all these porn actors went to probably
Did you ever meet
Xana.
Ron Jeremy?
No, why would I?
This
meet
guy's
him?
met him.
Yeah,
Yeah, I met a few
I could
times.
tell.
You got to avoid this guy because Ron Jeremy, he thinks he's funny. He wants to be a funny guy, right?
Yeah.
He's always pitching jokes and sketches.
He's pitching jokes a lot.
Well,
He was real amped up. He really thought that it would be a great idea to roast Mini-Me for the next roast, and he's for some reason pitching that to me. Like, I
why do
have
you get?
something.
How often do you see Ron?
He's a partier. He's not a partier anymore because he's sober.
This guy?
Yeah.
But you know what sober means. The guy's fucking been drunk forever before that. Because, like, I don't drink. Nobody calls me sober.
Right.
But he's the manager of the world-famous Comedy Store.
Right. That's right.
And that is a kind of a long been a den of iniquity as my Lord and Savior. would say.
Yeah.
But
Sure, there's a lot of connotations that go with working at the...
so you know all these crazy characters.
Right.
And you grew up like you're a straight, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Straight ahead.
straight
So you
ahead.
think cocaine was good for you?
Well, not. I mean, in the you mean when Coca-Cola was?
No. In the 70s.
In the 70s?
Yeah.
I thought it was good.
Any new drug that comes out, they think is good for you. Like the children, they think ecstasy is good for you. And
That's just I think that's an excuse that they're saying. I mean, do people think it's actually? I mean, like LSD was mind expand. Timothy
Yeah,
Leary
yeah.
and
Yeah,
Cary
yeah.
Grant and all that. They
Yeah.
thought that was.
I
good,
met that
but
guy.
Cary Grant.
Well, Cary Grant, you know what happened? This is going to sound weird, but I was going to buy Cary Grant's daughter's house.
Okay.
Jennifer Grant?
Sure, Jenny
Jennifer
G.
Grant, Do you know her?
No.
So she is an actress also. So I went to her house, and I didn't know it was,
Yeah.
But I opened the door, and there was a Lifetime Achievement Oscar in the.
Oh wow.
And it said Cary Grant, so I knew it was Cary Grant's house. But anyways,
you put two and two together.
I went to the bathroom, and the goddamn toilet didn't work. And then I went out, and it was like this. Anyways, it didn't go well.
Was he there?
Oh no, he was long
Oh, he was
dead.
okay.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah, that would have been.
But I met Timothy Leary too, because he used to go to the comedy club, the Improv, with Tiny Tim. Remember Tiny Tim?
Yeah, yeah.
And one time we were going on stage. There was a whole bunch of comics, and Tiny Tim was right before me. And then he said, "Excuse me, sir, could I ask your advice?" And I said, "What?" And he goes, "They want me to do a song, and I've narrowed it down to two: Tiptoe Through the Tulips," which was this big song, or this new one." So I said, "No, do Tiptoe Through the Tulips."
Yeah, that's it.
And then he went on and did really well.
Yeah.
And then I remember Timothy Leary said, "That's heavy."
Right, he was still tripping
about
out.
75.
Wow, still using the word heavy.
Yeah, he goes, "That's heavy."
He thought Tiptoe Through the Tulips was heavy.
Yeah.
Well,
not heavy at all.
No, I mean, like, if you're in your 70s, maybe it is. I don't know.
And so he was the guy that did LSD.
Yes, he was that.
And
yeah.
Ken Kesey.
Those guys, yeah,
they were the guys.
They
and
experimented.
Adam Egan.
Right.
Yeah, Don, what, you guys have never tried?
I've never done it.
hallucinogens? No.
I haven't either, but I thought I would be the one that thought I was an orange and peeled my skin off.
I felt the same way. I was terrified. And then when I was like 29, I said, I haven't tried anything. I'm going to try everything.
All at once?
Not all at once, but
You started at 29?
29. I mean, I did, drank a lot up until that point.
This is the second time you brought that up. You're sober.
Well, because he's trying to, When's your 1 year anniversary?
Father's Day.
Tell
You were probably
Tell me
too.
how it feels good.
It feels all right.
Not that great.
Not great.
To not drink.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Pretty boring.
No, you were never that interesting. But it's going to save your life. That's really true for you. Was it from Karate Kid?
Yeah, I went in at 5.
5?
Yeah, and it was a karate studio in West Hollywood that was run by all these Jersey Italian. The guy's name was Master Dominic Giacobbe. And
it's been a real authority on that.
And they didn't allow kids, but they made an exception for me, and I was even smaller than I am now, although not much. But I wore a 00 uniform, and I had to roll up the pants, and it was pretty intense. But once I got my black belt, everybody had to bow to me and call me Mr. Hellberg as a 10-year-old. And if they didn't, I told my master on them.
In the class.
Yeah.
So then when you were in school, you must have had enormous confidence and stuff, right?
I mean, it worked sort of against me, because the joke was I was so little and everybody wants to see. I would always say, it's not that I could beat you up, I have a really good sense of discipline. That didn't scare anybody.
And also in karate class, right, they always go like, it's not about beating guys up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like our sparring, we had no contact.
Right. Last reason you take a karate class would be to beat someone up.
No, why would you do that? You're there. If you're a tiny little Jewish guy, what would you ever need self-defense for? But yeah, so I got the black belt, and then there was an influx of these Russian kids that were so tough and scary, and they wouldn't call me Mr. Hellberg. They would instead be like, well, Simon. And I would say, you listen to me, Leonid, or whatever. First off, you need to Mr. Hellberg, as it says on my black belt, and you're going to have to bow to me too. And they'd be like, what are you going to do about this? Huh? Look at these guys. And then I would be like, well, I'm going to go tell Mr. Giacobbe. And I would say, Master Giacobbe, we're having an issue with the Russians again. And I think he was just like, oh, your hope. I mean, this guy he looked like Serpico, the master. The master, yeah. And there are all these pictures. There's a picture of him pulling a truck with his teeth.
Oh yeah, I think that's a trick.
I think there's someone just driving the truck.
Yeah. Oh.
He's just. I don't know how he did it, but.
Because Jack LaLanne used to pull a big boat.
Yeah.
The ocean. Yeah.
Well, that's on water.
How does your
everything's
Leonid
lighter.
sound again, though?
Leonid is like I mean, it wasn't this deep, but he had a little, you know.
Sounds like a John Lovitz cut after dress character.
I didn't know that had a name to it.
Oh,
That's-
yeah, no, I didn't
it's
know
the
that.
classic Lovitz cut after dress.
Nicolas Cage stuff. It's
Yeah.
very similar, where it's
Yeah.
just nobody can really do what he does. I also love Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
You said you could do Nicolas Cage.
I cannot do Nicolas.
I
I've
thought
heard that
you
I
said
sound. I heard my voice sometimes sounds like him, and I've been told
Yeah.
I look like him sometimes. But no,
That's how I
can't.
got started. Was people with
Oh, I can
that
definitely
one?
see
People
that.
said that when I was little, they thought I was his son. I mean, I don't think they thought that.
You do look
They
like Nicolas
said,
Cage.
A lot, yeah.
They are you his son?
Way more. Yeah.
He has a little bit too.
No, yeah, right.
Well, I mean, it's not.
I didn't say I look like. I just said I've had people sometimes.
Well, that's the same thing as saying you look like him.
No, you're right.
You know, everybody always says I look like
I
him.
would say always.
Whatever. Let's hear your Nicolas Cage.
I don't have a Nicolas Cage.
I know you said you did.
No, I don't have a Nicolas Cage.
You told me that a Nicolas Cage that made Simon Helberg sound like his shit. No, he did.
My Nicolas Cage sounds a lot like your fucking Christopher Walken.
Whatever. I don't do a very good Christopher.
You don't need to do a good one to do.
But how do we get him to do Nicolas Cage? I feel embarrassing just
It's
asking
hard, I
him.
know. We'd love it if we could hear your Nicolas Cage. We've heard you do an amazing Nicolas
I've
Cage.
seen
And we're
it.
both. Oh well, I'd like to see it again.
I've seen it on the TV.
I'm a huge fan of Nick Cage.
Okay, well now I feel I have to do it. All right, well he does like, well, yeah, that's just wonderful to hear, and maybe on the way out we can stop in the gift shop. But right now, I don't know. I really want to find some rockets. Yahoo!
You've watched a lot of Nicolas Cage, right?
I did watch a lot.
You have a
He's
favorite?
seen every Nicolas Cage movie.
Well, no, up until like probably about 15 years ago. Well, they started getting real. Like I'm not gonna do it anymore. I can't. He was great. He's either the greatest actor in the world or the worst actor in the world.
Leaving Las Vegas.
Yeah, that was a great one.
That was like when it then and then it was like the divide came. I think when he did the Rock, and you were sort of like, okay, this I'll accept this Michael Bay. Like I'll accept this because maybe you're self-aware. But then he did Con Air, and he had that mullet and a Southern accent, and it like all went downhill.
No, you
and then
nailed
he
it. That's exactly when.
started buying islands.
He spent all his money on stuff.
I like islands.
Islands?
I think plural.
Wow. How much did he? I heard he already bought his gravesite or something, and I thought he it's like a pyramid.
Expensive.
It's like I don't know if that's.
He blew all his money on his
It's
grave.
like a giant pyramid.
Oh,
I
like
read about
National
it.
Treasure?
Yeah.
That's another Nicolas
That
Cage.
is.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Yeah. Nick Cage.
Nick Cage.
Face Off?
Face Off.
That was-
Fast
I-
Times at
yes,
Ridgemont
yeah.
High. Briefly.
Fast Times at
Wow,
Ridgemont
you just
High.
went right to one where he was barely there.
Yeah.
No, Raising Arizona. I don't think anything tops that for me. What do you guys think about a Rorschach test?
Oh, God. He wants.
He
all
wants-
day he's been talking about doing a Rorschach test because Dr. Joyce Brothers died today.
She did?
Yeah. I hate to be the one to break it to you.
I gotta go, guys. I'm sorry. No, I'm not making fun of.
Yeah. No,
Doctor.
she was. I don't even know if she was a doctor.
I don't know. She was a psychologist, I believe.
Tell us a
right?
little about her.
Well, she was once considered the most famous psychologist on the planet.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And apparently she was
Name
she was
another.
older than Dr.
Sigmund Freud.
Yeah. She trumped him. Her show got more viewers than.
I'm assuming this means whilst alive.
Yeah.
So
But anyways, Joyce Brothers.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to speak ill of the dead, but what a fucking whore.
Jesus Christ.
No, she was a nice lady.
Sure, I'm sure.
Did you meet her?
What?
Oh yeah, have you met her?
I knew her brother very well.
Who?
Really?
Who's her brother?
Dr. Joyce
Brothers.
Brothers' brother?
Yeah. I don't know.
Brothers. Who's in
It
the?
was
I get it.
brothers.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
The brothers.
Yeah.
But anyways, what does
Anyway,
it say about
I
she
don't
had a
know. I
wonderful
thought,
career.
She was 85 years
I
old.
think she did her finest work on The Odd Couple.
Did you know Dr. Ruth was
She's still
younger?
alive.
Yeah, is younger than Dr. Joyce Brothers.
But
which
that
is
makes
odd.
sense.
Does it?
Dr. Ruth is a more contemporary person.
Is she? She always seems
She's
in the
always seemed
early
very
hundreds.
old.
Well,
Yes.
everyone seems to you, but I'm saying I remember when
Well-
Dr. Ruth, because you're so young, I'm saying, but when Dr. Ruth
Well,
came out,
very kind.
she was on Letterman, and Dr.
Right.
Joyce Brothers was around when I was a child on
Ed Sullivan.
I've Got a Secret.
Wow.
Now, that was a little before me.
Her secret was
that
she was a doctor.
She was a doctor.
I just, I unfortunately just realized that it's time. We have to take a quick break for a sponsor, and then when we come back, we got to do jokes.
Yeah, let's not do the Rorschach
Yeah, that's
test.
probably not a good idea. Yeah.
You want to do the Rorschach
Well, it
test.
wasn't.
No, I mean, I'm not.
Now, would you know what
I'm
the
not gonna fight
Rorschach
with it.
test even is?
I do. I'm not 11. I mean,
No, I know, but the Rorschach test must have been discredited years ago.
I don't
right?
think it's
I don't think people
done.
do that anymore.
I met Dr. Phil. Guy's not even a psychiatrist.
No, he's just a big
Just a big buffoon, yeah. He was, they put him, I had a TV show and they put him on, I didn't know who he was. And then he played a psychiatrist. He played himself as a psychiatrist. So I said, oh yeah, how long have you been a psychiatrist? He goes, I'm not a psychiatrist.
Wow.
I go, you're not? He goes, no. He goes, I met Oprah. I'm a jury consultant. You know, people that select juries.
Okay.
Because Oprah was going against had a lawsuit against a bunch of cattle or something.
Right.
And so he was picking the jury, and he just he said some old timey.
That's a hard jury to pick.
Cattle?
Because if you have any ties with any cows or any. You know,
Oh, right, in Texas.
Yeah, I'm just because you have to be completely.
That's true. That's true.
But he must have been good at his job.
Yeah, he was great at that job, and then he fooled America. You know.
Yeah.
No, he's a good guy, I guess. But
did she make him a doctor?
He was a doc. Well, yeah, that was just kind of his nickname, Doc.
That was his nickname.
Like Doc Ellis.
Right.
Yeah.
Dr. Ellis.
Dr. Ellis. So yeah, then he became a kind of one of those guys that he always has a simple solution to everything.
Well, it'd have to be. He's not a doctor.
Yeah, so he needs aphorisms. You ever go to a psychiatrist?
Yeah.
Really, at your age?
How old do you think I am?
I think like 26.
No, I'm older.
You're older than
Yeah.
that? Oh.
I'm 32.
You're 32 years old?
Yeah.
Oh my God, how old are you?
34. Jesus Christ, Norm.
You're sandwiched by.
So that shows you, man.
No, he's talking about.
Booze. I'm talking about
I
booze.
see. You're shocked at his
Booze. You're like the
age,
young Jan Michael Vincent. He's like the older Jan Michael Vincent.
We could take that act on the road. I think that's good. Before and after Michael
Is
Vincent.
Jan Michael Vincent still alive anyway?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, is he?
No, he's gone. He's sadly.
Fuck, we would have put him on the list.
Yeah,
Him
sadly.
and Brothers.
he's passed away.
That was today too?
No, sadly, he was a scholar and a. No, I never met him, but I always liked Jan Michael Vincent.
Yeah.
He was in a movie called The Mechanic
Right.
with Charles Bronson. He was very good. And then he was in Airwolf.
That's where I knew him
for
from.
sure.
That-
And you couldn't find a more handsome fella.
Good-looking guy.
Yeah.
Striking.
But booze, it shows you really booze can turn you into
Mickey Rourke,
it can
same thing.
bloat you- What?
Mickey Rourke, same thing.
That's other
No,
stuff,
no,
right?
no.
too?
Mickey
Yeah,
Rourke was a boxer and he had
Plastic surgery.
plastic surgery.
Sure. But
And booze.
Never drank a drop.
we'll be right back. And jokes when we come back.
And he had this joke. He said, I just read that. That's how he talked.
Okay.
He goes,
Sounds like you a little bit.
That's a little influence. He goes, I just read that Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart wrote his first symphony when he was 14. These are the kind of people that make you realize what an utter sham your life has been.
Yeah.
When I was 14, I was in a McDonald's going, you want lids on these?
I agree with Mr. Miller.
Hey, you want to read a joke?
Yeah, is it that one?
Yeah, no. Those aren't professional jokes like that.
You're funny that shit up.
Despite all the advances in veterinary medicine and racing technology, the Kentucky Derby record set by Secretariat 40 years ago still stands. The reason?
Still stands?
Yeah.
What is the reason?
Today's horses are total pussies.
Oh. Catherine Zeta-Jones admitted she is bipolar. Half the time, she's deliriously happy, and the other time, she has to suck an old man's cock. That's dirty. Come on, man. Let's be dirty nor clean. It's more like a...
Okay. If tampons are called sanitary napkins, how unsanitary must regular napkins be?
Can you see like George Carlin doing that or something?
Yeah.
It's a true story, actually. I once missed a day of cosmetology school, and later I had to make a makeup class.
Wow. Did you ad-lib that? That's a true story?
No, yeah.
And it said, help save it.
It's funny that the expression came about, it's a true story, because it's always a not.
Right.
It's always not a true story.
Yeah, right.
It is. You're
Like
protesting.
nobody ever goes, hey, I got a hooker last night and I paid money in exchange for sex. True story.
Yeah.
The Dalai Lama said that killing in the name of religion is unthinkable. Hey, thanks, Dalai Lama. I'm sure everybody will fucking listen to you. No one listens to the Dalai Lama.
No one. He doesn't have a wide
like the head of another church is going to listen to the Dalai Lama. Oh, whatever. Everybody's good.
Today was Bring Your Daughter to Work Day, which was awkward for Adam Egget. Do you know how hard it is to fuck a whore with her kid on the edge of the bed playing Nintendo? I mean, that is a hard job.
I mean, whatever.
No, but seriously.
No, yeah, it's fine.
You set yourself up for it. You live that kind of fucking lifestyle, man. There you go.
I like hotels. They make your bed, make your dinner, send housekeepers up to watch you masturbate. It's a dream.
Come on, man. The parents of Honey Boo Boo are getting married this week. I don't know what any of that means, but it sounds fucking retarded. What? Oh, this is a kind of a cool one. I think this is kind of a cool joke.
Yeah.
For Simon Helberg. Cool.
Recent studies show fish can communicate with each other using subtle physical gestures. One of their most common messages, let's leave this party early. I don't know, what is that?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, it's a subtle, it's fucking his joke.
Let's leave this party. Do fish?
No, like a subtle message, so it's like, you know.
Oh.
Is that what it is? Like, yeah, let's. Oh,
This is the
yeah,
guilt.
it's not speaking. So it's like,
Should I not have spoke that part then?
You had to speak it.
I had to speak it for the joke, but
Let's
you wanted
leave
more
this
of like
party
a...
early.
You did it perfect.
You wanted this little thing.
What about this
I can't
one,
believe I'm
man?
really trying to get into that.
I assume anyone smiling is on meth.
Period.
That's it.
A new survey, Robin Roberts is America's most trusted news anchor. And America's least trusted news anchor? Matt Lyer.
Wow. That's a very Dickensian
It is.
joke. I like that.
Matt Lyer.
It's like a Sesame Street. It's either Sesame Street or Dickensian. I don't know which one.
But you know there's a Matt Lauer.
Yes.
There we are. I
It's very
I
funny.
did
Very,
put
very
that
funny.
together.
That men with beards are more attractive than men without beards. More great work from the University of Bob Seger. I never laugh if I only that. But so I wrecked it all this week. It's because Simon has eyes. His eyes are very seductive.
I've noticed that, yes.
I did something today where the interviewers told me that I had really pretty eyeballs, which takes away
Jesus.
from the
Eyeballs?
It takes away from any sort of seduct. You know,
It's
there's
like
nothing.
saying nice head.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
It's like a compliment by
nice
Gacy.
head it can go both ways, but eyeballs, it doesn't have the same ring. It's
No.
saying you have really
no.
beautiful bedroom eyeballs.
Yeah.
Thank you. But I got the message.
You did a course in animal husbandry. Oh no, that was your hobby. No, but you fucking animal. No, I'm kidding you, man. I'm kidding you. You're an ordinary guy.
Yeah.
Although that lady I saw you with last night,
It's rude.
bit of a hippo. I read about a hippo swallowing a man, and I thought of you. No, you remember Ruth? You remember Ruth? His girlfriend is a wonderful kitchen butt. Remember Ruth?
Yeah.
Dr. Ruth?
Nah, he went out with this big fat hog named Ruth. I listen, it's not sexist in any way. It's not sexist.
No.
The whole family. The whole family.
Ruth's family? Or
Oh
his-
my God! They may as well live in a sty.
Okay.
Because not only I mean, they were obese, the whole family.
Sure.
But they were filthy. Like they didn't.
Pigs.
Like pigs, they would eat, and then the food would fall on them. And I was. This father, I remember, like his gut was way up. And you know what the fucking, and the skinny arms like a
He would just
pterodactyl.
eat off of his
yeah,
own gut.
all the time. Yeah. Mwah, mwah. And then a big fat Ruth there with this fucking guy. And she'd always sit on his knee. He'd whatever. I don't even want to get into
This is
it.
when you were drinking heavily.
I mean, it's just rude.
No, I know. I mean, I'm not saying that her. Listen, people have girth issues.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was
It's the
inherent.
PC
I mean, it was just.
version.
Yeah, I mean, I try to be
Girth issue.
Yeah,
it was.
yeah.
It was Jean's issue. I mean, I don't think she could really help it.
Oh yeah, no, it was all genetic.
Her genes were not flattering.
Her genes caused her to buy a lot of fucking pastry. I'll tell you that. No, but she was a nice lady, you know.
Yeah, really nice lady.
But spiteful.
Really? She
Spiteful.
sounds great.
Yeah.
She was nice. She was nice, but she was horribly spiteful and
she
horribly
had,
obese.
Yeah, she was mostly known for her spite. Like if you got to know her,
known.
Yeah.
You have to
got
be
know
really
her-
spiteful to have that be your-
Absolutely. I knew her for 3 months. I didn't even see a fat person anymore.
just pure spite.
Spite.
That's a compliment to some fat people, though.
I guess.
Had you said that to her, I don't even see fat when I'm around you anymore. I just
Yeah.
see spite.
No, she was. One
Well,
time I
she
tried
helped
to.
me through a dark time.
Yeah. One time I tried to drive her around her and I ran out of gas. I don't want to say she was spiteful, but
she could be watching, man.
I don't want to say she was spiteful, but one time she got on the scale and said, please, one at a time. I mean, this lady was spiteful.
Yeah, she was a big girl.
That's
I
spite.
get it.
Why was she spiteful in that analogy, getting on the scale?
Well,
The scale was spiteful in that.
well, that's true.
Maybe it's the scale that was.
One time, she was so spiteful, she was swimming in the ocean. A helicopter fucking radioed down for landing instructions. I mean, she was a little spiteful.
Now it's just
God
a
bless Ruth.
euphemism.
God bless Ruth. God bless Ruth. She was named after the biblical figure Ruth, which covers both of our religions.
Thank
the
you.
Book of Ruth was in the Old Testament.
The Book of Ruth? Is that really a book?
You're not familiar with the Book of Ruth?
No.
Do you know the Book of Ruth?
No, but every time you talk about Ruth, you always refer to the chapter of Jonah.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
The whale.
Yeah, that's my little joke. And it's not a whale, it's a big fish.
Jonah?
Yeah, it wasn't really a whale. It was referred to as a big fish, and then people thought
That's less
whale.
offensive.
I don't even think a whale's a fish, is it, Steve O'Donnell?
It's a mammal.
It's a mammal.
Yeah.
What is a mammal? What's a seal?
It can't. It's not mutually exclusive. I mean, you
Like,
can be a
seal
whale
has to
animal.
breathe air, right?
Yeah.
So it always has to have
It's
its
a
mouth
mammal.
near the ocean. Like, what happens in the ocean?
What happens to us in the ocean?
We drown and die.
That if you do it wrong, if you think you're not a mammal.
But a seal, though, does it just hang around the? How does it get up? How do they get up on those buoys?
It's a shimmy.
They're shimmy. They must be just pure muscle, the way Ruth's pure spite.
Yeah.
All right.
Pure blubber.
Okay, you know.
No, what? He's going out with a nice girl now, though.
No, she dumped me.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, she dumped. Confidence Man sold him an apartment, rented him an apartment.
A confidence
Only last man.
man?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
it
a
didn't go
paper
well.
moon, you know, like that kind of a guy.
Yeah, I got paper mooned.
He got paper
I
mooned.
think it was by
about-
one of the guys that used to give you shit in your karate class. This big fucking Russian guy.
Oh, easy for
All right, it was a Russian guy.
Not all.
We've torn down the wall, Mr. Gorbachev, a long time ago.
My family comes from Russia. They're Russian Jews.
Oh. Russian at Jews is more like it. One of the biggest anti-Semites I've ever met.
Russian away from
I had a
Jews.
bar mitzvah.
What?
I had a bar mitzvah, Norm.
Yeah. You did?
Yeah.
Wait, are you Jewish?
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here. No, I'm kidding. I love the Jewish people. No, I didn't know you had a bar mitzvah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when you turn 13 and they cut part of your cock off.
No.
What is it again?
No.
You cut your own cock off.
Wait, hold on. Are you
in front of
Jewish?
all your grandparents and am I? Yeah, I am. I had.
What kind of bar mitzvah did you have?
It was the most cutting edge. You know what I mean? Literally.
Well, we should explain to the folks at home what a bar mitzvah is.
Yeah.
Right?
Since the internet's come around, there's not
It's
enough.
when a Jewish boy becomes a man.
When he becomes a man at the age of 13.
Age of 13.
Mine was the night of the Northridge earthquake.
Oh,
No,
Christ.
okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
94?
So, yeah. So when I become a man, that was my big line after that. When I become a man, I become a man. The earth.
Very nice.
That was the thing.
That's amazing. Wait a minute, but it happened in the.
It happened right after right as I finished opening all my money and said, I'm never going back to Hebrew school again. I don't believe in God. The entire earth shook. So that felt condemning. But and then.
Now you say that as a joke, but what did it? Did it feel more than coincidental?
That would make me sort of like a narcissist, right? If
I guess it would.
If I thought that God shook the entire earth because I opened money. Renounced him.
But I feel like
But yes,
that.
to answer your question.
Because I do feel like that.
You think it was me?
Happened in my own life, I always think like it was because I did something.
Yeah.
Like what?
Like I felt like, you remember 9/11?
Yeah,
Which
it
one?
rings a bell. Yeah, which one?
The one in 1911?
No, the one where
the plane.
Where they took down the towers?
Yeah, all the stories came crashing down, you know. A lot like when we tried to write on the Norm show. We couldn't. We try to write stories and they all come crashing down.
That's a fair observation.
Come on, it's been 10 years.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
And you were the guy that was laughing and joking about it, like only 4 weeks ago when I told you my story about walking ankle deep in blood and bone to try to find.
Well, that's different. That was kind of funny.
That does sound funny.
Yeah, right? I was in New York.
Blood and bone everywhere.
I was in New York. It's too you're way too young to remember.
No, I'm still not. I was supposed to be in New York. I was in college, but I stayed.
Oh, you were in college in New York City?
You were at NYU, right?
Yeah, but I stayed. But I was home. I took that semester off, and I had a class at the top of the World Trade. No, I didn't.
No.
Everybody says that though.
But you knew people that were there, though.
I knew people that were in New York.
That were in school. Yeah.
But everybody has the story of I was supposed to be like Michael Jackson was supposed to be. On the top story, or flying on the plane, landing on the top story. I don't
You met Michael Jackson?
I did meet Michael Jackson.
That's pretty goddamn cool.
Yeah, that is insane. It's quite a story. I can try to condense it for you.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
I when I was in the 8th grade, I had a girlfriend, and everything fell apart later in my life. But I peaked around 8th grade, and I had a really pretty girlfriend. And her father knew Michael Jackson. He ran a studio or something, and they offered us to go out to Neverland for the day. And so we went up there, and it was probably months before the whole lawsuit and everything.
The first one?
Yeah, and in fact, Macaulay Culkin came by, as were all the boys that sued him, and all this insane stuff. And I did the whole thing. I met the
Wait, what do you mean the whole thing?
You know what I mean. No, I did not. I didn't even do it with my girlfriend. Why was I going to do it with him? I met Bubbles, and I went in Mac and Mike's theme park. It was a water park that he and Macaulay made themselves. They built basically like what every kid would ever want. Water. It was all built-in water guns at every post, and flood buttons, and all these water balloons, hundreds of them. And we were on teams, and I was on his team, and we won.
You were on Michael Jackson.
I was on Michael Jackson's team, and I remember
You met Michael Jackson.
Oh, I hung out with him for the whole time.
That's awesome.
And we won, and then we played a game which now, as I recall it, does sort of seem slightly incriminating, but
go on.
It was called Smoke Tag, and we went into a room that was filled with smoke, and we played tag in it, but you couldn't see anybody. So there was a lot of like tag playing, and that was when Macaulay Culkin was there at that point, and it was the 4th of July weekend, and they were having whole fireworks, and Macaulay Culkin sped up in in a golf cart with flames on the side and jumped out with like a leather jacket, and he was like a real punk. And when we played this smoke tag, he threw me on the ground, and we started this like feud that continued throughout the evening. And when we ended up in Michael's toy attic after we watched a movie in his movie theater, including a retrospective of his own life. And then all the little Culkins were doing impressions of him, like hee hee, and he was sitting there just watched the whole retrospective. He at one point leaned over and said like to Macaulay, you know, like oh remind me, I gotta call Toys R Us. We'll close it down and head out there over the weekend. It was like Elvis closed supermarkets or whatever. And then when we were up in this toy attic where he had, at the time, every gaming system that was around in every game, and Macaulay Culkin he was throwing stuff at me, and then he hit me on the head with something, and I said, don't do that again anymore, or I'm gonna. I was a black belt, but this was years later. I had already forgotten. And he did it again, and I threw him against the wall, and I started slamming him against the wall, saying, "I told you not to fucking." And then Michael Jackson came in between us. You can let your mind rest there for a second.
I imagine we think of the bad video.
Yeah, and he parted us, and he put his arm around me, and he was like, sorry, Mac can get a little. Rambunctious, and he's like, so where are you from? And I was like, oh, I live in, Los Angeles. Oh, yeah. He's like, how old are you? And I said, oh, I'm 12. And he said, oh, you Jewish? Which was like, fuck, it still is. I don't know where that segue came from. And I said, I am. He said, oh, you gonna have a Hanukkah? And I said, what? And he said, a Hanukkah. You gonna have a Hanukkah? And I was like, he's like, I was like, every year I'll have one. And he's like, yeah, no, where you become a man. And I was like, oh, a bar mitzvah. He's like, yeah. And I said, yeah. And as soon as I said when I became a man, he shoved me away. I don't like him like that. No, but, and then I spent the night in his life-size dollhouse.
Jesus.
With my girlfriend at the time.
So you got to bring a girl then.
I had a girl there.
Oh, that's cool.
That's pretty amazing.
But it was absolutely the craziest thing. And I grew up, for me it was that, Thriller was that was
the greatest
everything.
album ever. That's probably the craziest thing that'll ever happen to you in your whole life.
I often think that. I look around a room and I'm like, nobody else here has ever had anything.
Amazing.
I got to go into I did go into his bedroom, and I went into his closet, and it was when he would wear the red shirt, black pants, fedora, mirror sunglasses, and his closet, it was like a cartoon. It was literally about 150 red shirts, 150 black pants, 150 fedora. It was like,
that's incredible.
And he had a TV that came out of the ground. I'd never seen anything like it.
That's a pretty goddamn cool story.
That beats the hell out of your story about getting fucked by Dan Fogelberg.
2 times today I've said something in
Dan
confidence.
Fogelberg's a great guy.
I actually got fucked by Dan Fogelberg. You don't have a picture of me getting fucked by Dan Fogelberg? Oh, I met Michael once. Yeah, look
at this.
That was me. I met him.
That's you.
Yeah, I met him.
And Rick
that's me on the. I was friends with Rick's son, so we saw him the Bad concert at the Coliseum.
Oh.
Way worse story than. Macaulay Culkin and Michael Jackson played good cop, bad cop with you, and I met him backstage at the Coliseum.
And Rick Dees is just there.
Yeah, I'm more excited about Rick in this photo, to be honest.
Rick Dees has exceptional longevity.
Yeah, if you think about it.
Isn't he still?
Yeah, I think he's still doing the top 40 radio.
I listened to him growing up.
Yeah.
But he's kind of a joke, right? Or was he not?
It was a Rorschach picture. Sorry, I saw Michael Jackson's penis.
I think Daniel said rap, and he's.
Well, we
now
can't rap time with Wally George.
Yeah, it's not good.
You know what we should rap on?
Disco Duck. No. Billy Baldwin story. Oh yeah, that's great.
I think you can hear me.
Yeah, I think you can too.
I heard something.
We also love Billy Baldwin, and I don't know if there's any kind of cool.
No, we love that
stories.
story.
Yeah, the story of you when you first learned to do the Billy Baldwin impression.
Yeah.
Like we're really bad at like setting it up. As if we're
You like whispering into. That's
Tell him to set up the Billy Baldwin.
I see that on
But
most
that's one of the
shows.
funniest stories.
Yeah,
Trying
no,
to impress a young girl when he was a young boy.
That's when I peaked very early. Around before the Michael Jackson time, I went out with a girl, and we were at her house, and we were watching Sliver.
Oh yeah.
And it was dark, and I put my arm around her, and then she just sat on it, so it hung and fell asleep, and I didn't know how to do anything with girls, but she talked about how she thought that Billy Baldwin was really attractive, and that she said, you almost something, you kind of look like him. And so then I just went home and was like, I need to look like Billy Baldwin because she likes him, and so I just figured out that his face is just always it's just always like.
How does he do that with his face?
Unbelievable.
And he's just, everything he does is just always doesn't move. And so I came back to school and I was like, oh, hey, I see you there.
Wouldn't it be cool to be able to do that with your face?
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
Only you and
It's
Jim
uncanny.
Carrey can do that.
Seriously.
With your face.
Well.
Can you do that with a whole bunch of faces, or have you not tried?
That's the most extreme windblown kind of thing.
Because Jim Carrey can do that with his face.
I mean, that's
But I haven't seen anybody else be able to do that with their face before.
I can't at all. Jeff Richards does it a little, but that's unbelievable. That was unreal.
You're very sweet.
How does it go again?
But it's just, it's the Baldwin. They all go there a little bit at some point. Every time there's one, sometimes you'll see a little Alec will go there. Daniel.
Can you name all the Baldwins?
Yeah, I was just trying to show off.
Daniel
I'm slowly
Baldwin?
also turning in my chair.
I bet I know your favorite Daniel Baldwin movie.
Yeah.
Is it Trees Lounge?
That's up there.
I don't know. I'm just
Didn't
guessing.
he do Attack of the 50-Foot Woman or something?
I don't
The
know.
remake with Daryl Hannah
Oh, I would have guessed Gina Davis.
or something?
Yeah.
Or she did that?
Attack of the 50 for a mayor.
For a mayor?
Yeah.
Any mayor?
No, but I mean, would you ever vote?
Sure. Was that groundbreaking?
No, I don't know.
Do you vote?
I've
You
never,
can't.
I've
'cause
never
you're-
voted.
Or can you?
I can't vote.
Because you're Canadian?
And yeah.
Okay.
And you see, also in Canada, it's different. Like here in the States, you vote for the president, maybe you vote for the wrong guy, a war happens.
Right.
In Canada, it's not like that. You go, like, what's the big thing? Should they make that bridge? or
Right.
something?
That's the biggest.
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter. So it's,
It's too much
we're
pressure.
very inconsequential, Canada.
Yeah. Well.
Like some people say, Canada's #1, and I go, no.
You're just quietly there to shut that
Only
down.
Canadians say that.
Yeah, there's a lot of
By any
patriotism.
objective standards.
Yeah, I don't think I haven't.
16, maybe 17.
16 Canadians?
Canada is 16.
Oh, is
But that would
okay.
sound retarded if you're like, Canada's 16.
If you did that, it's not
Yeah.
the ring.
Canada's number 16.
Yeah, that doesn't. It's not iambic pentameter.
Uganda's number 148.
That sounds better. Uganda.
Remember Uganda? I guess it's
Isn't it Uganda?
It's Uganda.
Yeah, it's definitely
I mean, Uganda is. Maybe that's your Canadian.
No, it's
accent.
Uganda.
Do I
And it was
remember
for many years, it was ruled by, I believe, Forrest Whitaker.
Right.
Okay.
It is lazy.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
No, we shouldn't be getting political like this.
I wouldn't.
Very polarizing
He
conversation.
played, I think he played Idi Amin.
He played Idi Amin. Of
Yeah.
course, I'm confusing fantasy with reality, but we all remember Ethiopia.
We can't forget.
Yeah, what?
Huh?
What are you talking about?
I'm saying Ethiopia.
Sure.
They thought. Do you remember Ethiopia?
Do I remember Ethiopia? Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Well, that's highly Selassie of you. Watched it last night, and I remember when I was a child, I used to think Loretta Swit was pretty, but she was a fucking old hag.
You just watched the Robert Altman movie or the TV show you watched again?
No, the movie was Sally Kellerman.
Oh,
One time I was on a sitcom, right? So they say, in this episode, you go out with an older lady. Is there any older ladies you'd like to go out with? So when I was a kid, there was this movie MASH, and Sally Kellerman came out of a shower naked. and was every child's fantasy, you know. So I immediately said Sally Kellerman, forgetting that now she was 75.
Right.
So she shows up on the set, and I have to kiss her, and so I overdo it. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm like, kind of. So instead of just kissing her a little, I'm like, oh. And do you ever have to kiss an old lady, like passionately? It's just teeth.
It's yes.
They have no collagen in their lips anymore.
This right. Well, but she had her teeth. You say.
She had her teeth. Hey.
You don't know whose teeth they were.
Well, they were hers. She bought them at least.
Yeah, she owned them.
But she
I
stumbled like Adam Egan.
Hey, what?
Like kissing Adam Egan.
No, she was a beautiful lady, you know, and she was a.
And you kissed her. I don't think I've had to kiss an old lady.
No.
For
you
money.
don't want to do that. And then Sandler, every time he has me in a movie, he gets me to kiss like an old bag. Not an old bag, I shouldn't say that, but
hag.
Like one time the lunch lady, and everybody else was
Right.
kissing nice ladies, and then I was kissing this old lunch lady. So again, I tried to overdo it to make the lunch lady feel nice about herself.
Well, that's kind of you.
That was kind of nice. That was nice. But now, what if she's watching?
I can guarantee you she's not watching.
Well, if she gets USA Today, she is.
We should end on that.
You don't say we should end on that. That's no way to end a show.
Now we have to start over.
All right, let's start over. Let's play the bit.
How should we end? If you guys think it's weird that guy in Cleveland kept 3 women in his basement as sex slaves, wait till you hear what my middle-aged Uncle Gordon kept in his basement. A fucking electric train. At least these were human beings.
At least.
All right, Simon, man, you were awesome. Thanks for staying so long. That was cool.
Thanks, Simon.
See you next week. Be sure to subscribe and comment below.
No, I used to hang out with Norm MacDonald a lot. Me and Norm were really close.
God, I loved him.
And we used to go play tennis. And after we played tennis, we'd go into like the 7-Eleven. And we'd always do this thing where we go, okay, we're going to go in together. And each of us has to point at one item and make a joke about it. And it was really hard. Like people think making jokes as a comedian is easy, but it's not. But I'll never forget Norm did this. It's the only one I remember. But I pointed to, you remember those things, animal crackers?
Yeah.
And I pointed to the animal crackers, and Norm just goes, that horse cock didn't taste very good.
There's a lot of guys who sort of all of a sudden are like real big players.
Norm got his own TV show.
Norm's doing well. What?
What?
Do you hang out with Norm, or is it impossible?
It's pretty impossible because he's crazy.
He is.
In LA, I call him and he goes, I go, what happened last week? I called you to go. You called me? And I go, yeah. On my phone? I go, yeah. And he goes, oh, yeah, I got that. I go, well, you didn't call me back? No.
And he's serious.
Yeah, he's crazy.
And yeah, I know. Like, I have him on the show.
I love him, though. He's the funniest guy around. I think you need to be kind of crazy to be really funny.
He is very funny. I love him, too. And he has a gambling problem, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was telling us how
secret,
he was all excited that he had $80,000. He won $80,000 in Vegas, but he had lost like $100,000 on basketball.
Right, and that's on nickel slots. That's how serious he is.
Did you always know he had a gambling problem?
Mm-hmm.
You did. When did you know that? At Saturday Night Live?
I first knew he had a pee in a bottle problem.
Right.
Remember that? You always talk about
Yeah, it's
that.
great.
And then I
Does he still save his urine? Do you know?
I don't know. He used to put it in Ziploc baggies, sign it, and send it to fans.
Is that true?
No.
Oh.
But he did. He would take, after Saturday Night Live, they give you a car, a limousine, if you want to go to the party, and he would take it to Atlantic City.
Really?
Yeah. He's a hard ass. He's hardcore, dude. I
know he'll even get into fist fights.
And then he'll stay at a table for hours and hours.
What do you think of that?
I feel lucky.
And then you don't even know if he's married or single. It's never really clear.
I don't know, but I know girls like him. He's when you're that something's that wrong, they pick up on it and like it.
They like the tragedy of that.
Fixer upper, yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna make him a regular guy.
Right, but it never worked.
So one time I had to open up for him this was at a casino. We were doing like a casino gig in Shawnee, Oklahoma.
Wow.
And Cherokee Creek Casino, I think. And it could have, I don't know, this cool lady that I think maybe tried to make love to somebody, but she also helped us get the gig. And Norm was fucked up. I think that when he went on after me. And like, I don't even think for the first 7 minutes, I don't even think he said anything, right? But the crazy part was the next day, we had to play cards too the next day. You had to like be there for the weekend, you know? So we go to the card tables and Norm's like, man, there's a lot of good pussy in here. And I don't know him really well. So I'm looking around this room, bro. There is 0 attractive women, right? There's 0 attractive men, okay?
Right.
So it's not, even if you wanted some ass pussy, there's nothing. Yeah, it's a casino. And it's a gambling game. It's poker.
Yeah.
5-card poker, you know? So... And I'm just thinking, well, I guess I just agree with him. You know, he's getting older, and you know, maybe he has a different perception of what's attractive. And I'm like, yeah, man, there's sure is. He goes, fuck no, there isn't. Like he had played me, you know, like he's like, this is the ugliest batch of people I've ever seen.
You know, I don't know if Norm still tours. You'd be a good compliment for Norm, man.
You don't think I'm too much, too similar?
I don't know. I think it'd be funny.
Jeez, he's my hero.
I think it'd be work. Yeah.
I'd be blown away.
Yeah, the guy's amazing.
Never met him.
Very funny. Well, you know, just it's such an impressive stand-up to see live. You know?
Yeah.
Because you think right before he goes on, I opened up for him for about a year, and after we did Dirty Work, and then he always think like no matter where you are, you think like he's not gonna make it. Like he goes, he's holding his stomach. He goes, I can't do this, man. I'm not gonna make it here. I don't want to go on. I want to quit. Like, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. And you got to push him in front of the microphone. And then he does an hour and 45 and like destroys. Doesn't take the mic out like this, like, and then he just leaves.
Yeah.
You know.
I saw him at Caroline's when I was broke. I was poor. I wasn't even in the club, so I had to pay the real fee. You know, I couldn't be like, I'm a comic. They didn't know me.
I know. And you mean the fair prices over there too?
Yeah, right. I spent like $70.
That's great when you're broke.
Yeah. And I went and saw him, and he was killing, and he got heckled in the middle of the show, and he's drinking a Coca-Cola, and he just goes, it's dead silent, this tension. Like, what's he gonna say? And he just goes, I don't know what to do about that, you know. And then he goes back to the act. I've never seen anyone handle a heckle like that.
I don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
Now sometimes I just go,
Funniest guy on the planet.
No, he really is. He's up there. He's very, very funny. He's a fun guy to talk. See, doing the road with a guy like that is fun for the late night conversations that last till 6 a.m.
Right.
About show business, about who he hates.
Yeah.
Like you start talking about who you hate.
Yes.
Oh, it's fantastic.
That's the funnest stuff.
Oh, and who sucks and who you hate and this and that and the other thing, and then of course
Norm stories. I got 2 good Norm stories. Good. My first comedy club gig ever is in Catch a Rising Star, Princeton. And Norm MacDonald, this is 1990 or 91. Norm's done a few local talk shows in America, small time, but he hasn't made it in America. He's kind of got a little following, but now he's starting to headline in America at comedy clubs. This is at a time where in New Jersey, if you weren't telling dirty nursery rhymes wearing a leather jacket, you weren't really interesting to anybody. But here's Norm, this goofy Canadian accent, really telling these long, weird bits for 8 shows. And he probably bombed 3 out of 8 shows. Whenever he killed, he would kill, when it was a sophisticated crowd, he would get him and he would kill. He would just go backstage, he'd pull out a deck of cards, and he'd make me and Rich Voss play poker with him. When he bombed, Norm would go to the exit and say goodbye to every single person who left. Just to be weird and make us laugh and be awkward for the people. He would thank everyone for coming after he bombed.
Serious?
He was such a nut.
I love that. That's a committed person. But that's what I love.
You were Norm's assistant?
And I was Norm's assistant, and I wish I could like go back to those days.
You got any Norm stories?
Yeah, I hear this is my best Norm story.
Yeah.
So I went to the guys would like take me out, like Keckner and Norm and Spade, and they're all fucking gems, like really, really nice guys. They were always so nice to me, and I think they liked having me around because I was like a young kid, and I would laugh, you know, and I was just in fucking heaven, like. So they take me out. They took me out one night, and they were getting drunk and whatever, and so I I meet this Australian girl, and we go back, fool around, whatever. And I come into work the next day, and I turn to Norm, and I go, I gotta tell you something, man. I go, and don't tell anybody. And he goes, okay, yeah, I won't tell anybody, you know. And I go, like, last night, with this girl, the girl at the bar, she goes, she snorted cocaine off my cock. Like that. And I was like, I know, I'm 20 years old or whatever, and I'm like, I couldn't believe it. I'm in the city for the first time, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. And he goes, wow. He goes, oh my God, that's crazy. Cocaine off your cock. And I go, but don't tell anybody, because I don't want anyone to know. And so then maybe like, I don't know, 5 minutes later, the fucking UPS guy comes in, with the packages or whatever. Yeah. And he's like, oh, hey, Daryl. And he's like, hey, Norm, how you doing? He's like, hey, you see this guy right here? Guy likes to get cocaine snorted off his cock. And I was like, now I wouldn't be embarrassed, but I'm fucking mortified. I'm like, I'm going to get fired.
Yeah.
And he did it. He did it for like 3 months.
To everybody.
At any point, like I'd be standing there with the jokes. He'd be like, Jason, go get the jokes. And he'd be smoking in the hallway, and he'd be like, no. Because, he fucking had like a really high bar for jokes. And fuck that. I'd be like, oh my God. And then there'd be like a page standing next to him. He'd be like, hey, Jason? Guy likes to have cocaine snorted off his guy. So fucking funny. He did it to my mom. He said it to my mom once.
No.
Yeah. And then I remember because the other part of the job was that I would work the door at the parties. And my mom came down for the party.
At the after party.
The after party.
Yeah.
And she, and I was trying to keep Norm away from my mom so he wouldn't say that to my mom. And of course he goes, Jason likes to have cocaine. Snorted off his cock. And my mom was great. She goes, well, I bet you do a lot of weird stuff too, Norm.
Can you share some of the stuff?
With Norm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That you have with Norm?
It was just, he reached out. He was a big, when people were going through it, Norm was one of the guys that would always reach out. And yeah, that was it. Just reached out. He sent me some cool stuff about like, funny will win.
Yeah.
That was the coolest shit ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
he was
amazing.
like, there's a war right. I don't want to spill the beans on a nice thing, but it was like,
you guys had a private thing.
Yeah, it was cool.
But
and
he
it
was
ended,
very supportive when you were going
he
through your
spoke
stuff.
like poetically.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
And it ended, one of the messages ended with like, in a war for comedy, I think the ones with jokes will win. I was just like, yo.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Norm MacDonald is king.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he
amazing.
in no way has to do that.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
To reach out, especially at that time, I thought was really cool.
It was 2 years ago. I mean, he had,
Yeah, as he's battling something, no disrespect,
Yes.
way worse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like, hey, you need help?
I was with Adam Egett most of the time in Austin. The guy, Adam?
Yeah. From the store, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So me and Adam went to the Cowboys-Eagles game, and we were hanging out, and the whole time, because he was best friends with Norm.
Yeah.
So he was like going through it, but he went through it the same way as like we just talked like Norm the whole time. Like the whole game, we were like, he must have. Yeah, he got hit pretty hard. You know what's worse than getting hit like that? Blood cancer. It's no good, that blood cancer. Just like that the whole time. It was great. I hope that wasn't sharing too much for Adam.
No.
But it was fun. Norm's the best.
Yeah.
Well, it was, but he died of fucking... right. I forgot he fucking vanished.
Yeah.
Norm.
Yeah.
Classic.
Nah, he's a fucking man.
I remember it was me, him. He came to... I think he was doing a show with Spade in Irvine, and I went to go watch, and he came we went like by the dumpster afterwards, and it was me, him.
Oh, I know what you're talking about outside.
Yeah.
There's that little outside area where you park. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was, there was one other person there. I don't remember who was there. So he said, hey, bro, you want to get stoned? I went, nah, man. I stopped. He goes, what? Jesus Christ. Fucking guy from Hip Baked. You can't fucking stop getting high. The fuck you dying about? He was so angry that I didn't want to get high. He was so pissed.
He was genuinely pissed.
The fuck is that? Who the fucking bro? You gonna fucking get high? Jesus Christ! The fuck is he's trying like that? Jesus Christ, bro! What the fuck? He was so he judged me now and no. I stopped for a while, man.
Like
That's
I
all.
smoked it all.
I did everything.
I smoked as much as I could.
I beat the shit out of marijuana.
Yeah,
hard.
Yeah, I think you won.
One hitters. I was crushing it. I'm meeting Vaughn years before, talking about punching elephants in the nuts. Been there, done that.
I did it. Yeah.
I would go down to the comedy club, and I remember Norm MacDonald would come through, and he was probably 25 years old, right? And I'm 16 in the audience, and then I got to become this huge fan of Norm, and he was Norm. But back then, there wasn't a lot of people doing stand-up like Norm. Like there wasn't this sort of angle of sort of this absurdity to it. This sort of. It was more of a structured, down the middle way of doing stand-up back then, and so Norm was this sort of, he was
a curveball.
Yeah, this sort of curveball, and we just couldn't get enough of it. So every time we was in town, we'd be down there. But Howard Wagman told me this story about Norm, and the first time he came down to do stand-up at Yuck Yucks in Ottawa, and he got off stage and he was disappointed in how it went. Norm was. He said, "I'm never doing this again." He walked down the street. Howard Wagman chased him down Spark Street in Ottawa and said, "No, that was great. You're coming back." And he made him come back, and the rest is history.
I was on a plane with him accidentally twice.
Nice.
Twice.
That must have been amazing.
Twice on two separate occasions. Just totally random. We sat next to each other on the plane, like, whoa, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And the last one, it was so funny because he was telling me about how he quit smoking. Yeah, I quit smoking. It's fucking, turns out it's real bad for you. Like, this whole thing about quitting smoking. And we're talking about it, like, how hard was it to quit? This whole thing. The moment we land, he walks into the gift shop, buys a pack of cigarettes, and he's lighting them before he gets out the door. And I go, "I thought you quit." He goes, "I did, but all that talking about it made me want to smoke."
Yeah, it's probably all an elaborate setup, right? He probably was planning it the whole way.
I don't know.
Who knows? He probably doesn't even smoke. He was just doing it as a gag. No, he was.
Did you know he was sick?
I didn't know.
No, me either. You said you had two stories. There was what's the other one?
Oh, so he'd invite me over to SNL once in a while to play poker on off nights, on Monday nights or something, and to watch him play poker while watching Monday Night Football and a baseball game, like he was a gambler,
right?
And I guess somehow one time I found myself on a tape night on a live SNL. I'm in the hallway with a bunch of pages, writers, basically plus ones filling out the hallway. I don't know if I'm sure you've been up there enough to know that where the reception is, there's a lot of hubbub.
Right.
You can go to the dressing rooms this way, and to the right is the studio, and makeup, and there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
I believe Rosie O'Donnell was hosting SNL, and her very best friend Penny Marshall was there to support her. Penny Marshall, at the height of her movie director swag, is walking through the hallway with her head down, sunglasses on, baseball hat, doesn't want to be bothered, treating all these basically writers and NBC employees and me and Norm as big-timing us, pretending we're just looky-loos out on the street, right? Just doing a celebrity don't bother me moment. Flyby, thank you. And Norm picks up on it, and he just starts pointing and screaming, "Laverne! Laverne! Laverne!" And she didn't look up. She never knew it was Norm. She's just gone.
Oh, my gosh.
And, of course, the whole hallway's falling down. Like,
I wonder if he's doing it.
He did Last Comic Standing. He was the only honest judge. He would tell comics they were hacks. It was awesome. The comics hated him. Joe List did it, and he goes, "Joe, you're a very good writer." And Anthony Jeselnik goes, "Hey, Joe, that Norm just called you ugly," which is such a great line.
Damn.
But, oh, my God.
I met him twice, and the first time I met him was I was doing this comedy-style competition at Caroline's, and it was the Final Four. It was me, Dan Soder, who eventually beat me in the final two. It was me, Soder, Nick Cobb, and Adam Newman.
Wow.
And Norm MacDonald was just chilling in the crowd, watching.
Damn.
And he couldn't have been nicer. He was so freaking nice to all of us.
Yeah.
Complimenting our acts, being like, "Man, I could never do this type of thing,"
Ah.
So cool. And then the other time I met him was on Last Comic Standing when he was a judge, and I got eliminated in the first round. I had a pretty good set, better than a lot of people who moved on, but it's NBC. Let's face it.
That's how it goes.
And But I remember I had one joke that Norm singled out and goes, "That joke is gold," and that to me was was like it was to me. I didn't even feel that bad. I got locked off because I was like, Norm MacDonald, who is the judge that I connected to his work the most. It was Roseanne and Keenan. I connect to Roseanne's politics, of course, but no. But it was Roseanne and Keenan Ivory Wayans, and like obviously I love In Living Color, but Norm, I'm a comic. Norm was the guy I connected with, and the joke he loved was I said, you know, my last girlfriend was a hoarder, and she broke up with me, which stings extra hard. I'm like the one thing she can get rid of. And he said he loved that joke, and then I got Keenan kind of digged me in the last comic thing. He said, I like some of your jokes, but not all of them. And I said, well, I loved all your scary movie films, and it got a huge laugh. And he said, I only did the first two. And I was like, all right. I remember I saw Norm in like the food. Yeah. He couldn't let it pass. He couldn't take the L on that one. I knew I was out after that.
Right.
And then I'm walking through the thing. It was like a break. I guess they were taking a break, the paid audience, and I see Norm, and he goes, I really like that you dug it.
Oh.
So that was a special moment.
He's the real deal. He really is.
Yeah, I think he could tell. And I said I met you once at Caroline's, and I told him I really.
I was there for one of the greatest Norm moments in comedy history. I think he was kicked. He was kicked out of Nebraska.
That sounds realistic.
And you can maybe look it up later. Where it says Norm MacDonald was kicked out of the state by the governor, and he went on Letterman to talk about it. And I want to say it was like 1996 because I just finished my first year at SNL. It was 95, so it was the summer of 96. And I remember going on tour. There you go. You saw it. Go down. Yeah, kicked out of Iowa. That's me talking about it.
Okay.
But anyway.
Should we look on a video or should we look at a story?
Don't look at that. I want to see the real. There has to be a headline.
How Norm MacDonald got kicked out of Iowa?
Yes.
Okay.
Gazette. There you go. Okay. All right. So many were disgusted. Some were delighted. So he's supposed, now you understand something. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time me touring with a star.
Okay.
We go to the airport and people are like, oh my God, you're Norm MacDonald. I'm like, wow, this is everywhere we went. Oh my God, you're Norm MacDonald. We show up at the university. He's like, I got to go golfing with the fucking governor tomorrow. They made me fucking golf. Fucking governor.
Yeah, what is that game where you fucking hit the
right?
thing?
So I'm like, he's with a governor. This is huge. Who gets to say that? So it's me, Daryl Hammond, and him.
And you both you guys went?
We're on the gig.
Okay.
We're going out. He's telling us.
Hammond, yes.
And so we get to the gig, and is packed. And they go, now listen, there's kids here, and there's students and alum and the dean and all these people here. So
that's the worst.
And I'm like, yeah, clean. I get it. No worries. I go, we're in Sunny Lake. He goes, that's why we got you guys, because you're used to live TV. Blah, blah. So Daryl goes up first, does his 20 minutes, does impressions, does his comedy. Hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
I go up, do my 20, feel great, crush it. Norm goes up. I'm not even exaggerating. The first thing he says, he goes up, he goes, I'm preparing. I'm like, this is going to launch my career. Are you kidding me? This is going to be huge. I'm going to be all. He goes, fucking, where the fuck are we? First person to even curse. Right? I went, oh, shit, he cursed. And he goes, so if you're gay, would you rather be the ass guy or the dick guy? This is what he starts off with. So I go, Daryl, you gotta go see this. And he's going, and he won't stop. He's like,
Daryl's just being depressed in the back.
Because if you're the ass guy, why do you want to be the ass guy? I mean, first of all, he's going on. People are grabbing their kids, running up the aisle. I never saw a place clear out. It looked like a fire alarm was going off. But the college students were staying, and they were howling with laughter. And one thing, and then in the middle, after about 15 minutes, he goes, Jesus Christ, what are you fucking airplane jokes? You went fucking 7-Eleven, Joe? Jesus Christ. Fuck out of here. So the next day in the paper, USA Today or the Gazette, they're like, Norm MacDonald's out.
Wow.
Governor wants him out of the state.
Governor wants him.
Get out of my state. But to witness that.
To have someone like that appreciate what you, especially because my story with Norm is not, it doesn't start out great because I did Last Comic Standing in 2000 and whatever, it never aired. And I did my joke and I did well, and it was him, it was Damon Wayans and Roseanne.
Yeah.
And Roseanne liked me. Damon Wayans, like, he was like, not, he was just like, yeah. He just like smiled and laughed. I think he said right on. I don't know what he was just like barely there. Like he wasn't, I don't remember anything either way. And then Norm was like, how many years have you been doing comedy? I'm like, 4. He's like, what? It takes 10 years to be a comedian. What are you doing here? I was like, ah. And I remember that was the biggest gut punch I got in stand-up. And I remember being at the Hilton by where they shoot all those shows. By where is that? Universal City?
Yeah.
That area?
Yeah.
I was in the Hilton and I was just like I couldn't even eat. I was like, this is horrible. And I spoke to one of the comics I was staying with at that point, and he was like, Last Comic Standing. He's like, you go in there and they pay legends to tell you not to do what you love, which is kind of what. But I got over it. I kept doing it. And then he became a fan of us later on and a lot of shit we were doing. And he was right. You know, I was a 4-year, 5-year comic then. It's like, you do need more time to mature.
But he used to speak in Spade when we did, all staying at the hotel in Boston, this nice hotel. And one day we were just sitting in Spade's room because he had a big room, you know?
Yeah.
And we're all sitting there and then suddenly the door rings and it's like $800 worth of like steaks and stuff like that. And then Spade's like, I don't think I ordered this. No, because I ordered it. I figured you said you were hungry before. And he's like, and he would do it all the time. Spade, and then Spade would just be like so funny along, like, I don't know if I wanted to pay for everybody's to eat. You know? These people I don't even know. Like, I figured you're hungry. Everybody's probably hungry. You guys are hungry. You just be sitting there and you eat like the steak, like just cut it like, you know, a cartoon technique.
Yeah, right.
This is good steak.
With his oversized T-shirt.
And it would play off each other. Watching them was like one of the funniest things, like watching a TV show.
I was writing like bad sketch jokes my like first year in LA with a friend of mine at the Coffee Bean. I don't even think it's there anymore, across from the mall. And it's late and they're about to close down. And in walks Norm MacDonald. And the girl says to me, who I'm writing with, this girl that I worked with at a production company, she says to me, she goes, oh yeah, you know who that is, right? And I go, holy fuck, holy shit. And she goes, that's the Bob Dole guy. I go, the Bob Dole guy?
Oh, I would have ripped her eyes out.
I mean, I was like, it's fucking Norm MacDonald. And she's like, no, I know, I forgot his name. I was like,
oh,
what?
God.
So we sit there and I'm kind of fanboying out and I'm just kind of, you know, like not trying to face him, and he's ordering coffee and I keep kind of looking over just to like, cause you just want to get a glimpse. Cause when I'm 22, I just moved to LA. I was like, fuck, holy shit, it's Norm MacDonald. He comes in there where the coffee is. He looks over. She's a pretty girl. Okay. And obviously doesn't see me at all, doesn't know I exist. And he's kind of trying to talk her up a little bit. He's like, what are you guys doing? And she goes, oh, we're writing sketches. And he goes, oh yeah, I know a thing or two about sketches. And both of us were like, yeah, no, we know. Like, and I started stumbling. I'm like, no, I had a fan of your sketches,
right.
you know. And he goes, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna go next door. I'm gonna get a Steinbeck novel. Barnes & Noble. There used to be a Barnes & Noble. He goes, I'm going to get a Steinbeck novel. I'm laughing, thinking he's just making jokes. And he goes, I'll be back, okay? I'll be back. And he walks out, and I'm like, whoa, how fucking cool was that? Hand to God. He comes back in with a Steinbeck novel and sits down by us and just starts talking.
Oh, my God.
I swear on my life.
Oh, my God.
It was almost like you started a Norm engine, and he just wanted to talk. So he just started talking and talking and talking and telling stories. And I shouldn't tell it, like, I don't want to fuck it up, but the best story he told, I said, what was your most, like, secret fun thing that happened at SNL that, like, you know, like, what was some inside shit? And he goes, Smigel and I, Robert Smigel. If you don't know who Robert Smigel is, he's Triumph the Insult Comic Dog. He's the voice and the genius behind that. Smigel's a fucking phenomenal genius writer and comedian. He goes, Smigel and I, we used to write sketches
for Tracy, because we knew Tracy Morgan. We knew Tracy, he was bad in table reads. He couldn't read for shit. He's a fucking stumble through words, So one time we wrote this sketch that we knew was going to tank. Lauren hated it. And we showed it to Tracy anyway because we knew he had trouble reading. He had someone helping him read. He had bad time with S's. So we wrote this sketch about this guy who's like a gay animal handler named Brian Fellows. Do you remember that sketch?
Yeah.
Brian Fellows? And he goes, if you look, the best part for us was it was Brian Fellows, 'S, Safari Planet. It was 3 S's in a row is the sketch that we pitched. So in the room, even though the sketch was bad, we knew Tracy would go, Brian Fellows, this is Brian Fellows, this is Safari Planet. And we knew we would crush in the room. He goes, and everybody lost it. He was like, the sketch was terrible. But Tracy would go, Brian Fellows, this is Safari Planet. And Norm goes, he goes, that is the funniest thing. We used to fuck with Tracy all the time. And dude, I was like, my heart was filled with comedy warmth. This is the most wild part. Again, I don't believe that this happened. To myself, I'm going, this is a lie. You're making this up.
Right.
But she's my proof. We walk out when they finally close the doors. After they're like, Mr. McDonald, you can stay. The Coffee Bean kids are sitting just listening. We all walk outside, and he starts taking off, kind of headed north on La Cienega. And as a joke, my friend goes, do you want to ride? Are you walking? And he goes, no, I don't want to get in the car with you. And we start laughing, and he goes, okay, shotgun. And he comes and runs, sits in the front seat.
No.
I swear to God on my life.
Oh, my God.
Her car. I'm sitting in the back seat, and he's showing us where to go, and we drop him off at his house, and at this complex. And he gets out, and he kind of opens the door, and we didn't say anything the whole car ride.
Right.
We just listened to him going, left here, right here. And he gets out, and he turns and looks in the car, and all he said, he just goes, good luck, or whatever, and closes the door.
Wow.
Yeah. That was my Norm MacDonald moment in comedy. But
I have so many Norm moments in my life. My first press conference with Norm was, they prepped us into this is you got to speak, and it's live, and it'll be BBC. And
he's a bigger star than you, so you have to sit there and kind of pay. You have to be.
It was him and Spade right next to me.
So you have to be second fiddle at the moment, or were you?
Yeah, man. I'm the new kid on the block. We're all a new cast. It's an all new cast except for Spade, Tim Meadows, and Norm MacDonald.
Wow.
And we're like, whoa. And even looking at Norman Spade, I was like, oh, these guys are stars. Like, this is huge.
Yeah, I bet.
I'm really looking up to them. And the press conference go, and I dropped the ball right out of the bat. They asked me, the head of NBC who fought for me to be there, goes, Jim, what was it like growing up watching SNL? And now you're from New York and now a fellow New Yorker. I said, I didn't watch SNL growing up. Well, you can hear. I was like, oh, I saw Laura. I went, oh, that was Spade went, so he said, and I knew right away, like, oh man, that was really bad. That was bad. And so he goes, I go, well, I wasn't allowed to because I was young. And he goes, well, what about when you were old? He's trying to prep me. He goes, surely when you got older and you were allowed to watch it. And I went, I was out on Saturdays. I wasn't watching TV. And and Norm's like, they're going to like you. They're going to like you. This is my guy. And he's smoking.
No way.
He's smoking, and Marcy Klein is just going, no, put out the cigarette. He's like, I'm not done. This guy's going to get fired. So I think I'm going to get fired because I saw Lorne Michaels' face. He was pissed.
So you sitting there super nervous at this point?
I swear in my life, in my kids' lives, I thought I was going to get fired.
Damn.
Because I just basically said I don't watch Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
And I never did. And
yeah, which is not
a good answer.
It's not the message.
In front of the press.
Yeah.
And I didn't say it in a mean manner, but I could just tell the boss man was like, so I went, oh, Jesus, Lord. So now I'm sitting there thinking I'm going to get fired. Swear to God. And I'm just like, oh my God, I didn't even make it to the first episode. They're going to let me go. So this is what's going on in my head. There has to be a video of this press conference in the black market somewhere. I've looked for it, never found it. It's the 1995 press conference. And so they asked Norm, they go, Norm, you, Tim Meadows, David Spade, you've been here. You know the frat house. Everyone knows SNL is a frat house. What kind of practical jokes you got lined up for these new cast members? And I swear to you, I went, I'm not even going to be part of the frat house or the practical jokes.
Damn.
And Norm goes, first of all, he's annoyed. He goes, practical jokes? Is that what you asked? What kind of practical jokes? Well, first we were thinking about anal rape. You know? Like, hey, yeah, take your pants. We're going to anally rape you. Welcome to Saturday Night Live. I'm going, oh, shit. He's going to get fired, too?
Yeah.
You can't say anal rape in front of the press?
Yeah.
He said anal rape.
So suddenly you're like, I'm back in this.
I'm in it.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm good. And I went up to him after. I went, Nori's like, they don't give me. No one gives a shit, bro. He gives fuck these guys.
Yeah.
And I realized he would pitch at the pitch meeting. He just didn't care. He didn't care. And I learned so much from him. Just clearly he saw a lot and he's been there forever. Like he would, I remember he gathered the new cast up. He's like, I swear to God, he goes, hey, don't write me any of your gay sketches. He goes, I'm telling you right now, when I do a sketch, it's getting you on. But don't put me in any of your gay little sketches. I swear to God, man.
Did he?
I also traumatized him. We would play football in the hallway because he was very competitive. He's always betting, and it was a very tiny hallway, maybe as wide as this, maybe. And he like, come on, bro, we're playing 3 a.m. Oh fucking, come on, we're playing football. Me, you, Colin Quinn, and fucking Justin, you fucking fuck the phone calls. No one's calling 3 a.m. Get the fucking ball. Let's go. So. He would cheat, would piss me off because I'm competitive. And I'll never forget, he keeps cheating, and now I'm pissed.
How's he cheating? It's like a hallway. It's like a hospital hallway.
It's hallway, but he fucking cheat. He's a cheater.
Yeah.
Right? So
yeah, he is a cheater.
I had boots on. Yeah. So I had work boots on.
Yeah. Because, you use those to write in. Yeah.
I'm supposed to be riding fucking work boots on. I'm stoned. Like,
oh, the ink's heavy. Yeah.
So now he cheated. I caught the ball, and then he grabbed it and pulled it from me. He's like, hey, fumbled! And he starts running the other way. I'll never forget. I fucking kicked him as he's running in his calf. I went, pow! And he goes, ah! Jesus Christ, bro! Why'd you fucking kick me in my fucking calf? I said, because you're cheating. So you fucking kicked me? Ah! Jesus Christ. And all he did all week, he like, fucking bro, fucking kicked me in my calf? Because I took the fucking ball? Jesus Christ, bro.
And Spade just in the distance like, yeah,
I had a good, and so those are the moments I loved more that stuff. You know, all of it was worth it. All of it was worth it.
A lot of people get these pictures or tattoos, like of me as Joe Dirt. They send you, a lot of people get a lot of tattoos of stuff, like things you say or photos or whatever. Or they send me ones of Farley or whatever. So this guy sends me he's got Norm of all morons on his hand, Norm MacDonald. So I text Norm. I just send it to him. I go, hey, you have fans. And then I put in parentheses, fan. All we know is for sure this one guy. Uh-huh. And then of course, like days later, David, hello, it's me, Norm. How are you? Have you ever texted with Norm?
No, I haven't. No.
Times 1,000. He just goes, he waits days, and then at 3 a.m, hello? I go, Norm, what are you doing? Are you answering me from 4 days ago? Is that what you're doing? Dave, it's Norm. Do you like money? Yes, Norm, I like money. Why? Would you like to have more money than all your wildest dreams? Yes, I would. And then an hour later, would you like to walk into a dealership and point to a car and then just buy it? I go, of course. How? And then 3 hours later, bet the over in the Blackhawks game in the first quarter. First period or something. I go, oh, okay. Too bad that game was 6 days ago, you fucking idiot.
When Norm MacDonald, I wonder what you think of this. He said, do you want to, I think he was talking about Bill Maher. There are a number of comedians you can do this with, I suppose. But he said, do you want to be a comedian or do you want to be a smart guy? Do you, are you going to pick? Are you going to pick? Where are you philosophically on that?
Oh, I want to be a smart guy. Like Norman, and I love Norm MacDonald. He is my hero. He is one of my idols. We worked together on Last Comic Standing and did not get along. I took the job to work with him. Our philosophies were very different, and his criticisms of the other comics. He was a judge. I was the host. I was surprised by. And so it was just very different philosophically. All the respect in the world for Norm and what he did. It was amazing. I never try to replicate what he did. Not that I would change anything about Norm MacDonald. It's very different.
You didn't get along, though. You thought you were going to get along. You were hoping to get along. And one of your heroes.
I wanted to be best friends. But I think we were both, and we figured it out, but I think we were both a little disappointed in the job we had taken. And saw the other comedians on the show and were like, fuck, what are we doing here? And so we were both not in the greatest of moods and then would butt heads a little bit. Like just because he's my idol didn't mean that I backed down at all. I kind of treated Last Comic Standing like it was my show and no one else thought that. And so, yeah, we were gonna butt heads, but that's okay.
It is okay, but I wonder if, you're going in thinking someone's going to be your best friend. You're a loner. He's a hero of yours. I imagine a bit of an inspiration at least. And yes, of course, it's okay that you didn't get along, but it would have been better than okay if you had.
Sure, but it didn't make me like him less or respect him less. It was like, this is an issue of mine and his. Like neither one of us had, a lot of friends or was around people a lot of the time. But, yeah, I think right off the bat, I think he said something. I made fun of him for it. He wasn't happy about it. And I was like, I'm going to keep making fun of you because I took this job. And I'm not just going to sit here and let you take over. And that was, it was a tough week. We did 8 episodes of that show. Yeah.
And neither one of you liked being there because you thought the show was going to be something different, or you thought this particular thing, once you realized it wasn't up to your standard, you're like, what have I done? Or
I think Norm and I thought this was going to be like the Norm. I thought this was going to be the Norm and Anthony show where the comics go and perform, and they're all bad. Like they're all like young comics doing 3 minutes. It's not like the comics were bad, but it was still all about them. And if the comics were really bad and we said something funny about it, then that whole thing was cut from the show because they only wanted to show the good comics. So Norm and I were like, what are we doing here? If we can't give our real opinion, you don't want anyone to be mean. And there's 100 fucking contestants. We were both just like, this is not the best use of our time.
Okay, good.
You're going to show both of us how to cook something fantastic today. Is that correct?
Yes, we're going to do the most amazing red mullet with some fennel orange, and on the back of how bad you were last time, this is going to be cooked in a bag.
Okay, we're going to cook this in a bag.
Yes.
You are known, you clap your hands a lot, you yell at people, you're intimidating. This is going to go very badly.
It's nice you two guys. Now, come on.
Very good.
Right, first thing I want you to do is to segment an orange, okay?
Right.
Norm?
Yeah?
Wakey, wakey. Okay.
Well, no one else in the world says segment an orange.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just cut the edges off. That's what you want, right?
No,
you want to...
you've already started the wrong end. Look, that's the bit there.
All right. Well,
no, so just top and tail it like that. Look, come on, wake up, stand there.
I'm up to 4 segments. Why, you didn't tell me a number of segments?
No.
He wants the edges off, I think. Hey!
Right. Okay, Norm, so go from there, look, all the way round.
Yeah.
Yes?
7 minutes of audio will play for this whole hour.
All the way there. Once you've gone all
Between
the way
you two
round.
guys. All right, here we go. Yeah.
Conan, pay attention, please.
Yeah,
Watch.
all right, I'm over here. I got
Okay.
my own orange going.
Okay,
All right.
watch. All the way round, so we're taking off the skin.
all
Then
right.
from there.
You're not teaching me, you're
No.
just showing off.
And then from there, that's a segment.
There you go. All right.
There you see.
Cheerio and
Left
chop
and
chop.
right.
There we go.
Off you go.
All right.
Now watch your fingers.
I'll
Now.
do that.
All right.
And then after that?
All right.
Okay.
Now look at this. Mine's pretty good over
Sure.
here. There's some
Sure.
sections of skin still, but what the hell?
Where's the orange gone?
And it's like 1 in the morning. Who, you know?
We'll figure that one. Right, fennel. Okay. Here we go. Now with the fennel, okay.
All right. Whoa,
So
okay.
push it off and just
Yep.
slice that down nice and thin.
That I can
okay?
do. That
okay.
looks. See, that was explained.
Watch your
I
fingers.
segmented another one.
Where's the segment?
What?
Where is it?
I threw it over there.
Oh, jeez. Okay, look.
All right, I'm doing well, Gordon. I will
That's
be
the
the
good
one.
part. That's the inside part.
Right. Okay.
All right, stop yelling.
Okay. Okay.
sorry, go.
Right. That's great.
All right.
Now from there, take your bag.
All right.
Okay. Now we'll do one each. Okay.
Why would you become a cook?
Come on, Norm. Keep it together. Okay. It's not that bad. Big boy.
Okay, all right.
The word chef.
Chef,
right.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
chef. You're right.
Ladies cook.
I know.
All right. Whoa.
Right. That's a joke. Oh. All right.
No, you
Fucking
won't.
hell.
Hey! We can bleep out the swears, but when there's this going around, I can't do anything with that. What the hell was that?
I was waving.
All right, so we got the vegetables in the bag.
Okay, right, fennel.
Fennel. The fennel goes in the bag. That's what you would need the bag.
I need.
Stop it!
Okay.
None of this will air.
Okay.
You're going to show an
Okay.
old F troop in this
Right,
section.
so, fennel.
All right, fennel in here.
Okay, on
By
there.
the way, there's a bottle of booze.
Oh, hey.
Norm, you're supposed to be following me.
All right, so we
Oranges.
put oranges in
Okay,
here.
And then
This
from
is a
there,
mess.
red
Okay.
mullet.
Red mullet is a kind of fish?
Knife doesn't go in the bag.
No, I got you.
You'll slice someone's throat open, Norm.
Yeah.
Okay, right. From there, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, olive oil.
Okay, little olive oil, little
Now,
aglio de olio.
now from there, now watch carefully, a little bit of seasoning. Okay.
Whoa, okay.
Norm, you're making me feel dizzy standing there looking busy. Right, here we go.
This is
from
great.
there,
I'll tell you
over.
one thing, man. I'm not eating this in years.
You haven't even tasted it
Why are we
yet.
even having a cooking segment at this point? Why would there even be a cooking segment? Why would anybody even have a cooking segment with you people?
Here we go. Right,
Ridiculous.
No, right here. Right, fold the bag over.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
nice and tight.
All right.
Okay, and then from there, twist the paper so
Twist
you
the
seal the
paper.
end.
All right.
Nice and tight.
God, I hope he's a
Nice and-
magician.
Nice and tight.
A bird's gonna come out. Yeah, all right, here we go.
All the way,
right.
all the way round.
All right,
Okay.
no, chop, chop.
Now,
Yeah.
from there, a little hole.
A little hole.
Okay,
right there.
and then from there, pour a little bit of wine in there.
It's a big
okay?
waste of wine right there, buddy boy.
Okay,
All right, right
and
in
then
here.
from there, turn it round. Okay.
What?
Come on, no. You're gonna be tight. Tight.
He does it and then goes, look what Norm did.
We got to keep it nice and tight.
This is not going to air. This will never be seen by anybody. This will never be seen by anybody.
Just concentrate.
We've learned. Okay,
Okay.
what does it look like at
Okay.
the end? Oh,
Right.
look, it just came out magically from a pan.
This is how it's cooked. As it cooks, it steams inside the bag, okay? Then you rip it open, and there you got a beautifully steamed red mullet, orange, and fennel.
It never gets better than that. Do it exactly the way we did, using the same language and the same obscene gestures. Gordon Ramsay, Norm MacDonald, my apologies, everyone. Right back. Leland Helm is here.
Now this grimness. Although my buddy, I did want to say one thing about my buddy Richie, who has a disease, and but it's an interesting disease he has. He has the disease of alcoholism. And he came to me, and he told me, and I like to look. I'm the kind of guy who likes to look at the bright side of things, So I told him, I said, Richie, it's true that you have a disease and everything, but I think you got the best one. It's the only disease where you get to drink booze all the time. I haven't looked at every medical journal, but I believe it's the only disease where you can constantly drink booze. As a matter of fact, that is the disease. You know, and I don't think Richie would think if he had a disease. Like, I don't think Richie would go to my Uncle Bert, go, hey, I understand you got bowel cancer. Ah, man, I know how you feel. I gotta drink a lot of booze. Those diseases, they're tough, those diseases, huh, Uncle Bert? Hey, what's your symptoms, Uncle Bert? Well, my bowel, I got blood pouring out of it all the time. I got bowel blood pouring out, gushing out of my bowel, almost nonstop. And I got searing, clawing pains, ripping, tearing, you know, mind-screeching bowel pains. And they're combined with aching, dull, soul-deadening bowel pain. Those are basically my symptoms. How about you? I get happy. And, you know, I tend to be able to talk to people easier, I find. Sometimes I will meet a lady at a bar, got the same disease as I do, and I'll fuck her. But that's in the latter stages of the disease, Uncle Bert. You gotta realize that. You know what I mean, Uncle Bert? But no, but listen, man, I don't minimize what he does though, because he admits that he's an alcoholic and that he's weaker than a bottle, and that ain't easy to do. I couldn't do any of that shit. I'm too proud, you know what I mean? I got too much pride, you know, like they say in the scriptures, pride goeth before the fall, you know, and he can somehow, you know, it's a very beautiful thing he does. He goes to Alcoholics Anonymous and he says right in front of them, he says, you know, he goes in front of a whole room full of people and he says, I am an alcoholic, you know, which I know does not sound that anonymous. I didn't name the group, but sounds like the exact opposite of anonymous. Whatever. Like, to me, the alcoholics that, you know, the anonymous alcoholics, to me, would be like you guys. I don't fucking know. I can't tell, you know? But once you tell a whole church basement full of people, your cover's pretty well blown. But anyways, it still requires a lot of... The only thing they seem to be anonymous about, from the way I can gather it, is they won't tell you their last names. Anything else goes, you know? But not the last name. No, no. Sometimes they'll say the first, like they'll go, I am Richie and I am an alcoholic, or the first initial. They'll say, my name is Richie K and I am an alcoholic. Then anything goes. They're like, one time I remember I was under the influence of the demon rum and by God, I started punching my newborn in the face. I looked down at my fist and it was all bloody with, I don't know what it was. It was either from my knuckles or my son's skull. Yeah. I'm not telling you my last name. That's none of your beeswax. As far as I'm concerned, a man should have a little, you know. Did I ever tell you about the time I blew a dog for a pint of gin? Ever tell you that? Oh, yeah, I did tell you that. First initial's K, I'll give you that much. Richie K, but I'm not going to tell you the last letters. Plus, you can memorize my face. But other than that, I would like to keep this completely anonymous. If there was just a way I could... And what better way to keep a secret, when you think about it, than tell a room full of drunks? That's not going any place, you know? As soon as the guy has a relapse, hey, Richie blew a dog for a pint of gin. He told a whole bunch of us. I mean, I understand the dog had some gin. What are you going to do? Oh, yeah. Richie K. You know Richie K? But I don't drink myself, you know. It's not because I'm no big guy. I'm just afraid, you know. I fear everything, you know. And so I'm afraid to and stuff. But I used to. Now I don't drink. And when you're with people that drink, It doesn't work out. That's why that designated driver thing, I don't think ever worked out. I see ads for it again, like I think they're trying to resurrect that idea, but it's kind of a flawed notion, you know? It's like, hey, Bill, listen, we were wondering if you'd come out with us. Here's the idea. We want to go out and drink, and then we were hoping you'd come with us and not drink. How's that sound to you? We're going to go to a bunch of different bars and drink, and then you come with us and not drink. Also, we're not going to be driving. You're going to pick us up at our different houses, go to a bunch of bars, not drink while we drink, and then drive us all home. How's that sound to you? How's that catch you? I was like, I don't know. What's the catch? It sounds too good. For some sort of... But I don't drink, and if you don't drink, I'll tell you something, bars are not a lot of fun because, you know, when you think about it, fucking all, you know, all it is you're just sitting at a big oak table for 4 hours. That's not fun unless you're drunk. And then everybody else be drinking, you know what I mean? So their fun is going up and up and up, you know? It's rising. Their fun is escalating while your fun is staying exactly the same. And then by the end of the night, you don't even know what the fuck they're laughing about. Just everybody's laughing. And then they start resenting you for it. I've seen that, man. Drunk people do not want a not drunk guy there. I know that. I've been there so many times. It always ends the same. Guy comes up to you and goes, hey, what's the matter with you? Cheer up. Then you're like, oh, no, I'm having a good time, too. Don't take a wild swing at me when I'm not looking. I'll be driving you home later. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah. It's fun doing jokes. Yeah. Why do dogs always race to the door when the doorbell rings? It's almost never for them. You know the funniest part of doing an office conga line? When you look back and realize you're doing it alone and you're not in an office, you're in a psychiatric hospital. I've never been on top of trends, I guess. You know, when everybody was burning CDs, I was still burning books. Crowds in Brazil greeted arriving Olympians with signs reading, "Welcome to Hell." I had a wild night last night, boy. I was in an orgy. It was me, my iPad, my laptop, and TV while my phone watched. It's more of a comment, really. I'd like to take this moment to say I endorse podiums. That's a product I can stand behind. What about this one? This is for you.
Yesterday I had a picture framed. Now it's doing time upstate for armed robbery.
Well, listen to this. Catherine Zeta-Jones admitted she is bipolar half the time. She's deliriously happy, and the other time she has to suck an old man's cock. That's dirty. Come on, man.
A new study shows that most men can identify a gay man by his face alone. It's the face that's buried in another man's asshole.
Hey, how about this? The Dalai Lama said that killing in the name of religion is unthinkable. Hey, thanks, Dalai Lama. I'm sure everybody will fucking listen to you. No one listens to the Dalai Lama.
No one.
I need to have glasses in order to see my family. Specifically, 2 glasses of scotch.
The Al-Qaeda online magazine Inspire has a recipe for a homemade bomb. They also have a recipe for a pretty darn good peach cobbler.
So they're not all bad, you know? A new study found that men with beards are more attractive than men without beards. More great work from the University of Bob Seger.
I think there's nothing cooler than being a lone wolf. except at wolf picnics when you don't have a partner for the wolf wheelbarrow races.
No, listen, my girlfriend's mad at me right now. Last night when we were having sex, I yelled the name of her ex-boyfriend. Nice fellow. A surname you don't hear much anymore, Flintstone. This one's more like a factoid.
Danny DeVito looks like one of those guys with a short but thick penis.
Okay, here, what about this joke? Call me an old softy, but I'd prefer if you called me a distinguished gentleman with a flagging erection. John Wayne Gacy, man, not my idea of a clown.
Not funny at all. No. That guy wasn't funny.
Barbara Walters announced that she's retiring from The View. Well, actually, she announced it 5 years ago, but no one could hear her over those yammering bitches.
Hey, how about this one? They say pimping ain't easy, Andy. But what they won't tell you is much, much more difficult being a prostitute. Pimping is pretty easy. Barbara Walters is planning to announce her retirement. What's next for Babs? Death. Well, isn't this wild? When I was told I was going to perform for a bunch of drones, I thought I was being booked on The View. You ever read a book? Oh, you read that communist thing?
Yeah, I read the Marxist Manifesto.
Who was the better man?
Okay.
Dr. Martin Luther King? Stalin. Hey, by the way, I've noticed the term adult toy always refers to something you can shove up your asshole and never like a big race car, like for a grown-up.
Another good observation.
Yeah.
Growing up, I never would have believed that one day I'd need a computer just to masturbate.
It is strange when you think about it. In my opinion, if you're going to fight the war on terror, a good place to start would be this nation's haunted houses. You know, I may have told you this, but my doctor's getting very rude. The last time I went to him, he said, open your mouth and say oink. I remember, sometimes they get so PC about these things. That movie, The Last of the Mohicans, and they had a big protest. Apparently they weren't using any actual Mohicans. Anyways, white girls who wear big hoop earrings may be guilty of, quote, cultural appropriation. And they risk getting a curse put on them by peeved gypsy fortune tellers. Wait a minute. These are great jokes, by the way, Steve. Congrats.
Oh, good.
As always. Here's one for you. Here.
Artifacts from Auschwitz are set to go on tour for the first time.
You guys won't stop.
Experts believe that this will be Miley Cyrus's darkest opening act yet.
Wow. I know the Bible says not to covet thy neighbor's wife. Right. But it doesn't say a damn thing about coveting thy neighbor's husband, especially his sweet, hot fucking asshole.
This is sweet hot. Is that in there?
Hey, you're not going to believe this, but Bill Maher is giving away the solution to all our problems for free.
Las Vegas is now home to a 550-foot-tall Ferris wheel. Also drawing thousands to Las Vegas, whores.
My father was recently diagnosed with shingles, which is a terrible sickness that usually only affects roofs. I think the reason I most look forward to China ruling the earth is that all of their last names sound like slang for cock. I'll tell you a joke. You know they had a big black mass devil worship this week, apparently? But I skipped it because I believe you can be just as close to Satan on a golf course as in some stuffy old satanic church.
Deep throat porn legend Harry Reams.
Yeah,
he died, but how
You
are they going
know
to
who
close
that
that
is?
casket? I mean, because no, the Swiss think I hate them. It's great. Thanks.
This one says, remember the old days when tweeting meant stabbing a hooker?
Bob.
Well, this Lindsay Lohan can't swim a stroke, but she sure knows every dive in town.
That one I like.
I don't know much about geopolitics, but that is one cool name for a country, Chad.
I know. Yeah.
Hey, how about this one?
Yeah, okay. A 28-year-old med student is auctioning off her virginity online. For $300,000, you can have the worst sex of your life. That's good.
That ain't
That's
bad.
good.
That ain't
Who
bad.
writes these?
Oh, well. This is what you never hear. He made love to me in the ass. So a woman from Denmark I met at a party was telling me how awful she thinks Trump is. So I shot back, yeah, well, you guys have that asshole Hans Christian Andersen.
That's funny.
It's just my patriotism.
When I was a child, my parents told me my uncle was sleeping with the fishes, which at the time I assumed meant he bought a waterbed. Then I found out he had been killed and his body buried at sea.
Dave, say what you will about Elon Musk, but with his new plan to bring people to Mars, nobody is a more creative serial killer. A new report from the CDC states that only 1/3 of Americans use condoms, while 2/3 of Americans are still pretty cool.
Get out! Why do you get a good one? That was good.
My dad would hit me with the belt sometimes.
Yeah, you would have to
But
go
it was
get.
the worst when he was the reigning WWE.
Okay.
You know, I was raised Catholic, and when people find out, they always assume there was some creepy priest involved, you know. But they never suspect the deacon.
Fucking asshole.
Adam Egan with a joke. I watch old TV shows.
Yeah.
And it was the first Kojak. You remember Kojak?
Telly Savalas.
Telly Savalas.
With the lollipop.
Yeah, he had the lollipop going. So for the pilot, it was Crocker's first day. You know, Kevin Dobson played Crocker.
Sure, Crocker.
So he was just out of police academy. Green. They kept saying how green he was. Kojak had been around a long time. He knew everything. So he's, you know, has this green kid, and he doesn't know if he wants to be working with him. So what was happening was prostitutes were being murdered.
Oh, my.
He goes, go down and try to get some information from the prostitute's mother. So a little while later, Crocker comes back. I talked to her mother. She wasn't a prostitute at all. She was a good girl. Yeah. So Kojak's seen it all, right? So he takes this lollipop, he goes, yep, she was a good girl. Mama's apple pie. The 4th of July. She was a hooker! Crocker was too green to see it, you know? So that's a funny one.